Join guest designer Debbie Kershaw for the Introduction to Stamping DVD. Debbie will guide you through many techniques including basic stamping, spacing, multiple wording, stamping onto metal blanks and polymer clay. To get your hands on a copy, contact our call centre. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
When shopping with Jewellery Maker, you can add as many items to your order in one day and only pay one postage and packaging charge. We have two delivery options. Standard delivery at just £2.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 4 to 6 days. Or opt for our premium delivery at just £4.95 and you'll receive your parcel within 3 to 4 days. Happy shopping with Jewellery Maker.
Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the genuine gemstone company.
Hello and welcome to the Design Inspiration Show. I'm Ali DeFoy. It is so good to see you and it is so good to see the amazing Alison Tarry. Oh my word, wait, you can see she has made the most amazing handbags. This is unreal. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. We knew Alison was the lady when it comes to making wire shoes, when it comes to making wire designs, trinket boxes, everything you could imagine straight away with jewellery making. And she's now taken it to the next level and made the most outstanding handbags, clutches. Would you call one a clutch and one a bag?
Yeah, that's a clutch. Well, you could put a chain on it.
Oh yes, you could. Oh my gosh, I only literally just saw them because Alison was here while I was putting some makeup on. And I didn't get to see them and I thought I'm going to wait till the show and I'm going to see it with you, but then I had a sneaky peek and they're phenomenal. We've got lots and lots of strands of gemstones put together and they are going one of the most ridiculous prices. You would think this was a late show. It's amazing. It's a brand new strand of amethyst in here with a mixture of moonstone and tanzanite in this. There's a tanzanite clutch bag. How many people in their life will ever own a tanzanite clutch bag? Oh my gosh. All of these strands were offered to Alison. Now, did you incorporate every single one in the blue clutch?
Everything. I think I had a handful of strands left. I really went to town on it. They are gorgeous strands.
Well, if you're going to make a handbag, you got to go to town.
Oh yeah, it went to town on it.
Oh my word. So we'll be showing you this one first. Now, there are only 64 opportunities for these strands. We do have wire coming up. Don't worry if you don't have some. I know a lot of people on Facebook have already been messaging and saying, we've got our wire, we can't wait to see Alison, it's going to be fabulous. Many of you will know Alison's one of the most phenomenal designers. Not only is she a brilliant designer out with Jewellery Maker, she takes time to come and join us here as a guest designer. Not as often as we would like. Obviously we'd love to have her every single day, as we would with all our guest designers. We have an amazing team here of guest designers. But Alison, when it comes to taking it to another level, you've just taken it. We do have a text question for you today, actually.
Already?
We do, yeah. I love that. Ryan, my director's going, do we? Do we? Well, I think we do. Can we have one? We were wondering, myself and my wonderful producer Helena, she's lovely. I've only had to chance to work with her once. It's our second time together.
It's my second time.
It's our second time. Oh, it's my second time with both of you. Oh, this is awesome. Although I have been working with Bruce for what, 9 years now? Yeah, coming up for 9 years. Bruce is like, yeah, so it's a wonderful day for us. It's going to be fabulous and busy. But we were wondering, if you could get Alison Tarry to make anything, what would you make? Yeah, so we've already seen shoes, we've seen handbags. What do you think is the next step for Alison? I don't know how we could get any further. But if you can think of anything, you would be sitting at home, you're thinking, oh wow, she made a bag, I'd love her to make. Drop us a wee message, 60777, maybe you want to make a hat. Oh. No, you never know. Maybe a blazer, a dress, I don't know. Network charges will apply, your normal network charges, whichever your company would normally charge you to send a wee text message. If you keep it to one text message, we'll get all of it. If you send it over 2 text messages, we only get the first one. So please bear that in mind. 60777, GM Studio at the start, just to make sure we get it. Or alternatively, on jewellerymaker.com, you can drop us a free message. You don't even have to charge, you don't even get charged a penny. Oh, nothing. So that's jewellerymaker.com. You can log in there. All you need to think of is an email address, one that you've actually got, and make up a password. Could be anything. Could be handbags of wire. Could be anything you want, as long as you can remember it. That's my problem. Never remember my passwords, especially when you have to change them all the time. Never remember anything. Anyway, we have a gorgeous Andesine for you. Now this is coming up. Now this for me is amazing. It's Mongolian Andesine. It's so rare, it's unreal. You've possibly never seen it before. If you have had the chance to see it, you will probably be as much in love with it as I am. Very rare, very special, very collectible. Most importantly with connoisseurs, 25 carats in this one strand. They graduate from 3x1 to 6x3 millimeter on an 18cm strand. We might just be giving this for Alison to work with. Alison, just looking at Alison's face, I don't even need her to speak.
We've got another one there as well. So
yeah, oh, she knows it, she knows it. And let me show you that. Now, I'm a little upset about this, not gonna lie. You have, normally you would get about 12, maybe 14 on a strand. You have 28 gems roughly on this strand. This is for me a double strand, in essence. It's jam-packed of ametrine. Many people know it as Bolivianite. You're not wrong to know it as either. Comes from Bolivia, the only location in the world. How lustrous is that?
That is gorgeous.
Full of brilliance, full of quality and colour, luster like there's no tomorrow, and then that special feature, the amethyst and the citrine hues, both in one gem. What a piece.
I love ametrine. I've got quite a bit of time. Yeah, I adore it.
Oh, well that's perfect. Are we gonna get to give it? Alison's got this. Give it to you in a wee bit. Oh, I love that. Not now. You have to wait.
That's so cruel.
You must wait. Well, we can't wait for these handbags. So, I'm going to start with a bundle for you today. Could you handle that? Just so you know, we've got lots of findings coming up. I've got sterling silver S clasps that are gold plated that are so popular, it's unreal. They flew out last time I brought them to you. I didn't think we had any left. We've only got a select amount. They're coming up, as well as copper based findings for you. Lots and lots, something for everybody. We've got bundles, we've got wire, we've got Wags Y-Cone coming up for you, both sizes, the original and the large. Got loads for you. So the bundle is, you told me where? Ooh. Oh, I'm looking in the wrong box. But I'm looking in the right box. Oh. I've looked in both number 9s, and one's got tools and the other one's got rose quartz. Some shell pearls here. Number 10, pick a box, anyone. There's nothing in 10 on this one. And there is sunstone on this one. It's on the T-bar, the T-bar. Are they shell pearl? The pearl and the fire, oh! With the, that's all right. I like looking through all the boxes anyway, to be fair. It was fun. Oh, this is the one that I said you can't do 2 strands of pearls for that price. And then you threw in natural Australian opal. Is this the bundle we're doing now? Because this is a little bit concerning. 2 strands of pearls. You're getting the same size. They are 7x6 millimeter. Baroque pearls, which means one side is slightly flatter than the other. And then you have your more sort of round and dome shapes on the other side. Now, peach is what you have, and white. Now, both of these strands combined, what would you expect for a strand of pearls? $9.95 for a strand of pearls? They're really pretty, aren't they? And to get those lovely soft peaches as well. Yeah. Peach is my favourite colour.
I'd pay, those little ones are gorgeous. I'd certainly pay $9.95 a strand.
Yeah. $9.95 for the 2 of them?
God, that's a bargain. Keep going.
No, I'm joking. $9.95 each, roughly.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, let's be really, really ridiculous, as if this was the late show and I was working, because I'm a little bit of a rebel. Say we charged only £5 each. per pearl strand. Right? As if. And then natural Australian opal nugget strand of 85 centimetres. We are looking at 110 carats, 3 by 1 mil to 8 by 2 mils. Now this in itself, it's natural Australian opal, what, $12.95?
Yeah, I'd go for that.
Because in essence it's 2 strands. So therefore that's 10, $12.95. But hold on, we can't have pearls at less than Australian opal. We should have them about the same.
Okay.
So say we took it to £5 for a double strand.
Right, again.
That's too low, right? That'd be £15 for the 3 of them.
Yeah.
Am I pushing my luck too much here? And then finish it off with the carnelian and one of the longest 48 centimetre strands, and they start at 9 by 6 mil in size and they go up to 13 by 7 mil and 150 carats. This strand goes on for what seems like eternity. If you have any fire opal actually, to put that with your carnelian strand, because I wouldn't even know what to charge for that.
15?
Ha. Say I did 5 again.
So you did 5 again?
Yeah, £5. £5 per strand of pearls, £5 for a double strand of natural Australian opal, and £5 for carnelian. If I could do that, that's £20.
That's a good.
Would you be happy?
I would.
Yeah, well, it's not going to be that price. It's going to be lower.
Ooh, cheeky.
Yeah, cheeky. No, not £15. Even lower.
Even lower than
Even
15?
lower than £15.
So we've got genuine opal.
Natural Australian opal, genuine opal.
2 strands of pearls.
2 strands of pearls.
And that stunning carnelian.
And then a huge 48 centimetre strand of whoppers of nuggets of carnelian.
And you're going under £15.
Yep. That's not even... Well, let's just say we're giving one of the pearl strands for free, and then one at £5, Australian opal for £5, and carnelian for £5. Yeah, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on this show today, because it's already 15:15 and I think I'm pushing my luck just a little bit. If you want to get involved, if you trust me, because I'm not going to be at £15. No, that's not your price. 0800 644 655. You can join us on the free phone number. Jennifer and Tracy and Shannon. Oh gosh, everybody's checking out. Sylvana. What's a fab name in Essex? Sylvana.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I love that. It's like Havana.
That's a jewellery line in the asking, isn't it?
Sylvana
Jewellery.
Sylvana Jewellery. Oh, we like it. I mean, we'll be saying that. It's already got our own jewellery website. It is Sylvana Jewellery, didn't you know? Right, lots of these have been confirmed. How many did we have originally? We had 64 of these. I've already got about half the stock gone, and that's without a price. Now, you know it's going under £15 because I made you a promise, and I'm not here to fib to you, because I treat you as my friends, and if my friends were to fib to me, I would be really, really sad, and they probably wouldn't be my friends for much longer. So I'm here to help you, as well as, of course, be knowledgeable about gemstones. But now, this isn't a finished necklace. I did have a lady message me, or in fact not message me, I was playing tennis with her, a lady called Anne, and she said, oh, I thought it was going to come home as a finished necklace, there was no clasp. I said, no, it's a strand of gemstones, hence the jewellery maker, you make the jewellery. £10.80 for all of it, Alison.
£10.80?
80p. I can't get the 80p off though. Sorry. £10.80.
That's bonkers.
It is, isn't it? It's not even. It's just over £2.50 a strand.
God, if you made that one of those pearls, you'd get a couple of bracelets, and you're looking at over that for each bracelet.
So you make your money back on one pearl strand.
Strand, little clasp. You're looking at over £10 for a bracelet.
So you can make your money back with selling one bracelet.
Yeah.
With a little bit of a clasp. That's the way to do it.
Bonkers.
Really tried pearls. It's going to push you to try pearls. So this is giving you a great idea, maybe to start something different in your jewellery making designs. I mean, those opals in between those pearls would be fantastic. Now I've got 27 in web baskets, which is brilliant, but there's only 20 left. 14 left now. So do try and check this out. This will be selling out. Because it's amazing. But I just want to hope that you do check it out if it's in your basket, because if you do delay, then unfortunately it won't be yours today. So do try and check it out while it's available. This is all we had in stock, 64. The reason we put things together, but these actually all work together, which is amazing, a great bundle. But normally the bundles don't necessarily work together, it's just that they've got the same quantity in stock, so we're trying to clear vault locations and stock locations, which allows us for new designs to arrive. So £10.80, yes, okay, you're getting a whopping saving, but it allows us to clear vault place because we have to pay for things to be waiting in transit, so we can't afford to do that. So we thought we'd rather bundle them together. I think it's about to sell out. Well, it is going to sell out, but whether it sells out now or in a second, either way, hopefully you'll check yours out and get it. I'll leave it there in the hope you get it now. Just to show you this, because there's a shell pearl strand which would go really, really lovely with it, and with the saving you've just made, I reckon we could do something special on this strand for you. Think that would go with it, Alison?
Oh, it would go perfectly with it. That's such a super bundle. I mean, it's super for all sorts, but it's very bridally. But
yes.
Even so, if you put that with a little black dress, those stones would really pop.
A little black
Stunning.
dress. I want to pop, Alison. I want to pop. Right, we need to get you some popping action. Let's go. We need to get you some jewellery that's going to make you pop. Is that going to help your dancing moves, do you think, Alison, though? If you have
No, nothing will help them.
Nothing.
They're a
Alright,
lost
they're
cause.
not that bad. Oh, they were quite cool. Oh dear.
Lost
I'm worried.
cause.
I'm worried for myself. My job. 12mm rounds in size these are. What a lovely, lovely luster you get from these. Perfectly spherical, perfect smooth there. Obviously that's what you look for in a natural pearl. These aren't pearls, these are shell pearls. So what I can offer you here is a bigger size, is a lovely finish. If you love that perfection and the smoothness of your pearls, then this is a great idea to go for the shell pearl. It's reconstituted shell, which allows you to get everything you want in a pearl, but at a price point you wouldn't be paying if it was a pearl. Although we just went ridiculous though, so don't take those previous pearls as anything to go by. As long as you don't think that's what they should be, because that wasn't a shoulda, woulda, coulda price, that was just a naughty price. A cheeky price. Indeed, and I intend to be cheeky all day because I'm not meant to be here today, so I'm here on my day off because I can do naughtiness that I would normally get away with on my own shift. Which I'll still be doing on Thursday night. Right, 12mm in size, so good size, Alison, do you think, for somebody who wants to start working with shell pearls?
Yeah, it's a good size, it's a flexible size, and the shell pearls are great because you can, sometimes you really want something that's perfectly round. I love pearls, I absolutely adore pearls, and I adore the imperfections in pearls. But occasionally a client wants something that's perfectly round, and to get a pearl in that size, perfectly round, you're talking, what, thousands?
Yes.
For one pearl? I know you talk a lot for an individual pearl. So that gives you the flexibility to really chunk something up, or even just take one of those and you've got a beautiful ring.
Yeah, that would be a stunner, wouldn't it? A 12mm.
Something so simple, and that is it's a nice size. It's a nice size for ending kumihimo or Viking knit, to put them on the end of a bracelet or a necklace, for things like that. You can still make flowers out of them, you can make something really a bit chunkier, so it's very versatile.
So it gives you almost sort of a license to go wherever you fancy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So it's limitless if you want to put it with your sort of kumihimo, your braiding, your Viking knit, as Alison said, whether you just want to restrand it and have a big look of pearl and deer, whether you want to have, I mean, just two of them, I'm thinking of my mum's lovely big drop earrings.
Little drop earring.
Just one big pearl per ear.
Or you could put a head pin through it with a nice fancy end. You've got some findings coming up, haven't you?
Yes, we do.
So a head pin with a fancy end straight through it, put a little bit of glue in it, and then get an earring back and you've got a stud earring.
Oh, that sounds lovely. Oh, yes. Oh, there's a lady I play tennis with who likes to wear her pearl idea look. Obviously, I mean, you're playing tennis, you're not going to wear real pearls, are you? Unless, I just got them. But actually, these together, I'm not sure how the peaches and would go. If you were to put these as a sort of little trio, break it up a little bit.
Graduated.
Quite bridal.
Just 3 strands like that. So how stunning is that? A 3-strand necklace.
Because with the saving we just made on these, and these are genuine pearls, there's nothing to say you can't put genuine pearls with shell pearl. No. It's constituted shell, so you can give yourself, you are looking at genuine gemstone jewellery. It doesn't change the fact that this is genuine gemstone jewellery. What you do is get a price point, because what you might want to do is say you've got genuine pearl jewellery, and then have 1 or 2 of these dotted in between, but have your shell pearls, so the majority is your shell pearls, so you can get a great price point on it, but still have genuine pearls in it, so you can incorporate that with it.
Tell you what they're else for good for, having seen Mark this morning, he does a lot of chips and nuggets, and then he'll use a big strand dotted between the chips and nuggets to tie them all in. Perfect. And look at the colour with that.
So with some naturally Australian opal that we've just offered to you. Price point wise, we'll need to get that in because lots and lots of you have joined me already. So, ooh, $6.95. Now, I have to be honest, for anyone who's a new viewer, you might not be aware of this. This is the lowest price I'm allowed to go on anything on the show for any presenter, for any producer. It's the lowest. $6.95 is the lowest we're technically allowed officially to go, unless it's a DVD. We're allowed at $4.95 because all our DVDs are $4.95, unless they're specialist ones. But the company normal ones are $4.95. Anything other than that is above. So $6.95 is the lowest on-screen price I'm allowed to do, purely because of the cost of airtime, because of the cost of actually getting it to you for the strand, no matter what we do. So to get $6.95 is a struggle for us, but you know what? I think it's worth it. If it means you can treat yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
You easy spend $6.95 in the shops and not realise, don't you?
I mean, it's not much more. A lot of magazines are now over $5, aren't they?
I can't believe that.
I know. You can't go to the cinema for it, that's for sure. Not even for $2 these days.
There's a particular car parking establishment in Birmingham, and for 1 hour it's £10.
Oh, you're joking.
Yeah. Something to do with a box. Oh, and I got some mail today. £6.95. I mean, lots of multi-bids. So would this be a good idea to multi-bid on for anyone who's watching for the first time or trying shell? People will be multi-bidding.
Because like you say, if you've got your very nice simple necklace, you can then have a bracelet, your earrings, do a ring with it. You've got a full set. You might want to multi-strand it.
Yes.
My mum had done a pearl. She got some of the big pearls we had on a while ago, and she multi-stranded it into a 3-strand multi-strand necklace.
Ooh.
Classy, classic. She actually did it as 2 necklaces, so you've got a 2-strand one and a 1-strand one. So you can have the choice. Classic look, simple, beautiful. You can't go wrong.
It's almost like putting a twist on the classic pearl as well, isn't it? Because a lot of people will be thinking, oh, I love pearls, but maybe I don't want the classic white pearl or ivory. I want to have something that's a little bit more fashion-wise, with all the colours that are out there right now, with everything that's so popular.
And you're not going to be worried about it as much.
Yeah, you could take it on holiday, not worry about losing your pearls.
Got a bit of sand on it or whatever, and you're like, oh well, I can take that one out and put another one in, and I'm not going to worry too much about it.
Absolutely. So that would be a good idea, to have an extra strand, just so if you think, oh, actually, do you know what this is? This might sound a bit silly. I would like them as buttons on a cream cardigan.
Oh, fabulous.
Like a knitted cardigan, like as buttons. My late grand, God bless her, she let me choose. She made a pink cardigan for me when I was a wee girl. I still got it, and I got to choose the buttons, and that I still remember that to this day. I chose little heart pink buttons, and I've still got my cardie hanging up in my my cupboard at home. So something like that. I mean, you could use those as buttons, couldn't you? Or cufflinks, gents cufflinks.
You could, yeah, buttons, cufflinks. Stuff, anything like that. You could sew them onto the edge of a dress.
Oh yes. Oh yeah, because you know some have from the shoulders. Yeah, obviously it won't probably work with this dress because of the colour. It might clash a little bit.
Actually edge the neckline of your dress with them.
I've just realised this looks gorgeous on the skin tone, doesn't it? Oh, hello. And I don't want to do anything with it. I just want to have it like this.
Exactly.
Just want to wear it. I want to wear it now. I need a clasp. Has anyone got a clasp? Jewellery makers?
With a nice white dress. Perfect summer.
White dress.
Then put a black dress on. Great evening.
Oh yes. Find a multi-bid of 5 coming in. Janice in London. That's the way to do it. I bought myself some pearls the other day. I bought 3 strands.
Yeah.
Technically wasn't supposed to because I was presenting live on air, but I managed to get one of the lovely ladies from the call centre to come and help me out. But yes, I got 3 strands because I got one for me and one for my mum. Mum, close your ears. And my brother's fiancé, close your ears. Alexis, because I wanted to make us all a matching pearl necklace. Oh, how And I thought it'd be a nice idea. So you could get something like this and make everybody a matching suite of some of the family, ladies in your family, or Christmas presents. Imagine you give somebody that for Christmas. They're going to think you spent more than £3 on them.
What about putting some in, you know, the candle decorations, the base of a candle?
Oh, yes.
I wouldn't put it right on the candle.
You might only just need one, wouldn't you? Maybe just have one and then some other chips and nuggets around it. And then just have one big one as the sort of main piece. Or napkin rings. Oh, imagine! How glamorous is that? Yes, I've just got my napkin rings for $6.95. Can I come to your house?
If you like dogs.
Amazing. My Christmas tree, this is going to sound crazy, regular viewers, you know this. My Christmas tree is gemstones. I don't have tinsel, I have strands of gemstones. Yeah, imagine that. That's because Jewellery Maker allows that to happen. It wouldn't happen before Jewellery Maker. I'll leave that there because I don't think there's many left and I need to bring you more treats. Ametrine already!
Yeah, go on, do the ametrine.
Oh, right, I love ametrine. Many of you will know it comes from Mina Anahi, or the Anahi mine, however you wish to know it. In Bolivia, they call it Mina Anahi. It's one mine in the world that has this gemstone, because the only place in the world to date that the temperatures have been hot enough and cold enough to be able to produce both the properties of citrine and the properties of amethyst together at once, where two become one. Now, a lot of people have tried to remake this gemstone and failed miserably. Sorry, I find that quite funny because it's a natural beauty and you should just keep it that way. Sometimes people try to heat it and it'll go too hot and it'll become all completely golden citrine in its hue. Some will try and cool it. If it's got too much citrine in it, it will all go completely amethyst hue. So it's being able to get that perfect balance, and only to date has Mother Nature be able to create that. This is completely natural. It's not that we've heated it and stuck and fused an amethyst and a citrine together. It's quite simply a natural gem, a phenomenon gem, where two become one. Now, there are very few gems in the world where two become one. And to get those lovely hues of February's birthstone and November's birthstone, there's actually a lovely couple who, one of the ladies is presenting on Sister Channel. She's having her hen party today on the channel. And she's getting married, and her fiance is born in November and she's born in February. I hope I've got that the right way around. So their favourite gemstone together is ametrine, because it's both their birthstones, which is quite cute. It's lovely. Quite cute indeed. So Wendy and Inverness already got hers. What you've got here, as I mentioned, is a one location gemstone. Before, we used to buy it direct from the mine, which is a gentleman called Romero Rivera. He owns the mine. A Bolivian gentleman, and the only reason we've got that contact is because we're very good friends with a gentleman called Rob Weldon, who I've met, who's a lovely, lovely gentleman, but a friend of the family of our company owners, Steve Bennett, as you will know. His son Matt Bennett went to college, or university should I say, at the GIA college in Carlsbad in America, and Rob is the head photographer there. So Rob and Matt got on very, very well, and therefore Rob came over and met everybody here and put us in contact with Romero Rivera, the owner of the mine in Bolivia. So that's the only reason we managed to get such a great deal, through friends of a friend. It's amazing how that can work, isn't it? And we've managed to be bringing you ametrine for quite a few years, but many of you will know in Russia and China at the moment there's a massive, massive boom in natural and genuine gems, and they've been buying the full geode and shipping it over to Russia and shipping it over to China, so nobody's really getting a look in, which is great for you if you live in Russia or China, but if you don't, then it's not. So what Romero Rivera have done, the Bolivian government have banned the rough export of this gemstone, so that can't happen anymore. But the only problem with that is it means the price of ametrine has gone up, because you have to buy it faceted, whereas before we used to just buy it loose and facet it, and buy it rough and facet it ourselves. But it's much better than having to buy it in Russia and China and adding on all the extra middlemen. So we're still getting an amazing price, but what I will say to you is, while the price on it is still quite low, try and get it. Now this for me is too much on a strand, because you're getting 2 strands in essence. So you have got, normally on a strand like this you would get about 12 or 14 on a strand. You're getting roughly 28 on this strand, so you're getting huge, and they're not shy and retiring in any way. They start from larger than an average pear shape of an 11 by 9. Now if you were to have one of those in a pear shape ring, that's bigger than what the average pear shape High Street. So it's a really big pear shape, and they graduate to these whoppers, which are 22 by 21 millimeter. Now I know I'm saying they're whoppers, but they're not too big. They're perfect for state. I mean, look at that. God. I mean, how much would you sell that for in a piece of jewelry? I'm thinking £35 on its own, with a fabulous sort of wire design or a glamorous chain.
I mean, look at the clarity of it. Absolutely amazing. You're just seeing straight through it, through to the next gemstones. From here, the sparkle is stunning.
It's amazing that that's natural, and you've got clarity like that. And you will have seen a geode. We've got some in our sister channel. We've got 2 massive geodes, a big amethyst geode, a big citrine geode in our sister channel, which have actually been chained to the wall because they're so big. Bless Scott. Do you remember Posh Scott? One of our, he used to be the floor manager in the evening shift. We were talking about it, and he went, "Oh, do you want me to go and get it? I'll go and get the geode." And he went off, and then he came back, and he's like, I can't carry it. It's chained to the wall. It's like bigger than the building. It's huge. We were all thinking, how's he going to carry this geode? I wish we'd had a picture of his face when he saw how big it was. You can just imagine him trying to pick it up. Anyway, so what you've got here is thanks to our sister channel, which has been running for 10 years, you're getting yourself a great deal, which we wouldn't be able to get without it, quite simply. So with quite a few people already getting a hold of it, just for that one on its own, What you've got for this strand for me is in essence 2 of what would one be a 1995 strand. You've got 2 of them, so I would expect this to be around £49, £48. But we're not going to be there today. We're actually able to do something a little bit naughty because it's Alison's challenge, and we know so many of you are going to want to make that challenge. We're trying to take everything off, so we're taking it £27.95 for the fastest few. Now, I don't have hundreds of these, as you can imagine. If we'd have a normal size of this strand, I would have had double the amount to offer to you. But because you've got double the amount in your strand, you're getting yourself I personally think a wonderful opportunity. So much so we've got those out in Massachusetts showing an interest, out in Kent, County Durham, Surrey, Leicestershire, Merseyside, Derbyshire, sorry. These are all people taking time to put it in their web baskets to show us that they're interested. That's not committing to anything, it's just showing that they like it, which is great to see, because obviously we want to bring you what you like. But with the amount of confirmations, in fact, Stephen, County Durham, I was just messaging about you on Facebook today because you very kindly sent me a strand of gemstones. Yeah, ooh. Fancy jasper, so I can make bracelets for all the gents here. Oh, well, on the late shift. But I'll see if any of the gents on the day shift want one as well, and I'll get to work. But Steve's joined us. Steve's a very, very regular viewer here on Jewellery Maker. Ryan wants one. Ryan wants one. I've got Beryl in there, Manchester. Again, multi-bids from Sandra Jane out in Ayrshire. Oh, a fellow Scot. Lovely to see you there, Sandra. I've got Susan and Maria, Anonymous, Andrea, Jeanette, Margaret. These are all confirmations. These are all people who've already got it. They've secured it. They've either taken the time to phone the free phone number from a landline, or they've put it in the web basket on jewellerymaker.com and actually proceeded to check out and guaranteed theirs. Now, a lot of people might put it in the basket and think, oh, well, I'm going to see Alison's challenge.
It won't be there by the end of the show, I don't think.
Yeah, no, it won't be. But we will recap it, but don't expect there to be any left. So I'm telling you here, if you're watching from now, at this moment in time, if you're watching live, it's about just after 1:30. You're watching us live, you're getting to see the first opportunity of it. If it's not 1:20 when you watch this, or sorry, 1:30 when you watch this, you're either watching a repeat or you're watching the repeat, actually. Sorry. Just the repeat. So, it's $7.95. I'll leave that with you. Alison, I know you're very much looking forward to working with this. I love it. I love it. I don't need to say any more. It's gone. God. Oh, the luster from there.
I know. It's incredible.
Oh,
I've got a few strands of this, and they've, like you say, they've got about half the gems on, and I've paid that price for half the gems. That is a bargain. An absolute bargain.
Bargain town. That's where I'm taking you. I'm going to squeeze one quickly in, which is the turquoise. Natural turquoise. You can't just do that. A quick opportunity. I've got 35. 35. You will need to be quick on this. Ah, this is... Oh, I've never seen it really with pink before that I can recall, and I love it. Oh. What I would do with turquoise always makes me feel like I'm on holiday. Obviously, you're not. I'm not. I'm standing here at work, but
it goes gorgeous with the pink.
I want to put a little bit of smoky quartz in between each one.
Yes.
Oh, hello there. Can I just check the location on this? Is it USA? The reason I ask that is because it looks very, very similar to the Sleeping Beauty turquoise from the USA. So many of you will know what I'm talking about. If you're a new viewer, you might be thinking, what's Sleeping Beauty? Is that something to do with Disney? No. There's a particular mine called the Sleeping Beauty mine. And it used to mine turquoise. I don't think any turquoise to date is coming out of the mine at this moment in time. I think they are mining. The mine is still in operation. I think they are still mining. I think it's copper they're mining for at the moment. They're mining for something else. But I don't believe any more Sleeping Beauty turquoise is coming out of the mine. The reason it's called Sleeping Beauty turquoise is many of you might look at this and think, where's all the big matrix, like sort of big squiggly black and brown lines? And that's because the Sleeping Beauty turquoise tends to not have the matrix through the stone, which has been so popular for many, many ladies and gentlemen and connoisseurs alike. So what you're seeing here is almost that idea of the Sleeping Beauty turquoise, which is so popular. Last time I brought it of that look, it flew out the door. These I don't believe I've seen this particular strand before, but there are only a limited amount left. I've already got confirmations coming through. It's only ever been seen once before this strand, and there's only already less than 40 available, so that's all there are. Very, very few indeed. It's full of quality. Now imagine it's completely natural. But I reckon our Helen is going to check for you. Size-wise, 14 by 10 millimeter, they graduate up to an 8 by 6 mil. Now, I've just been confirmed this is 100% completely natural. So what I would absolutely do, without a shadow of a doubt, is get yourself your authenticity certificate, print it out. The minute you purchase this, or purchase anything here, Gemstone Wise and Jewellery Maker, you can print out an authenticity certificate. You don't have to do it at the time, as in if you don't have a printer connected to your computer, if you're joining me on one of those sort of tablet things, or if you're joining me on your fancy smartphones, then what you can do at a later date is print off that certificate. All you need to do is have it, purchase it, then you can print off that certificate at any time. But I really, really do think it's worth it because it's free. But it's proving what you've actually got. And if you want to get it valued or appraised, or if you're wanting to make jewellery and prove that you've got natural turquoise in there, whether you're making lots of different, I mean, this could make what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 individual pieces. You could use them as one individual pendants, earrings, if you wanted to double it up, of course, but individually there are 16 stones roughly on this strand, 40 carats of natural turquoise from the US of A. An amazing, amazing treat. All the look of your sleeping beauty. We don't have much time on this, so I'm sure you can imagine a price point you would expect for one piece of natural turquoise jewellery. Did you say should be? Do you mean you're going to $24.95?
That's good.
Is a should be price.
It should be. It's a good price.
Chokers in the gallery.
Does she know the boss is around?
The boss is back. Guess who's back? Back again. Steve's back. Tell your friends. 1995. No, they just come back from America. They went to meet some of our American viewers and also go to our Oregon Sunstone mine as well, looking for fire opal. Oh, that's not supposed to tell you that. Whoops, there it is. I just tell you everything. Why not? If it gets you excited, it gets me excited. So I think, why not tell you? Why would I not? What's the worst that can happen? Get my P45 in the post. Oh no, they're just going to hand it to me. All right then. Beverly's there, Angela, Deborah, Carol, Jill, Linda, Hertfordshire in there. What a stunning strand. Now, is there a gemstone that you would particularly put with turquoise? Would you have it on its own? Would you use a particular wire type? What would you do if you got the strand?
I'd use gold wire. I mean, to me, turquoise says Aztec, and it depends what you're going to go for it. Like I say, if you put it with some nice white stones, you're summer. Yes. You're summer all day long, aren't you? But you could really go the other way, and you could really go Aztec-y or Art Deco-y with it. But if you put that fire opal, the carnelian with it from before, that'd go stunning. The orange colours with it, I think, just look absolutely fantastic with it.
Do you know what? We've got an orange sapphire. It's
no, that
phenomenal.
would be.
I don't know where it is. It's maybe not. It's not coming up for
What
a wee
about
bit.
your Andesine?
But there's an amazing Andesine. Oh, there it is. There it is. I haven't found it. Helena told me where it was.
Now separate them with that, and how lush a necklace is that?
Oh wow, this is gorge. Now, whether you had just one or two or all of them, straight away I look at it, it reminds me of Jasmine from the Aladdin.
Oh.
I do love Disney, I do, and I watched it the other day.
Oh.
But there's something I was going to mention, because my regular viewers, you will all know this. If you've watched me from day dot, you will know, because I've been going on about this for years. But when I was 18, I got a beautiful, beautiful gift for my birthday, and it was a necklace, and it was 5 different strands. Still got it. It's a choker, and it's sort of bronze, antique bronze, with the most gorgeous smoky quartz, gold beads in between, and then 1 or 2 pops of turquoise, faceted rondelles in between. I know, nice. And it's stunning. It's my favourite necklace, and I have got some really pretty pieces. Very, very fortunate that I've managed to work here for so long and treat myself to many lovely, lovely pieces. But that's one gift I remember. No offence to any of my friends and family who've got me wonderful, lovely gifts in the past, but it's the one that stands out in my mind as the most amazing one. And it's with smoky quartz and gold and antique bronze, and just 1 or 2 turquoises just dotted on the 5 strands of this choker. It's got, in fact, I might bring it in one day. It's so, so pretty. And just to use 1 or 2 of these with bronzes and antiques and gold wire, like you said, and a little bit of chocolate smoky quartz. Give it a try. If you do manage to get half the stock, sorry, oh, more than half stock. Try and get that while you can, because we don't have much natural turquoise anymore. Design inspiration. Oh, I've been waiting for this for ages. Really excited for you. Oh, right. Where do I start? I'm going to start off with this strand. Oh, that's really weighty. These are fab. Wait to see this. Have a look here. Sorry, this lady's waving to me in the business workshop and I'm holding this with both my hands, so I'm trying to wave at them with my shoulder and it's not really working so well, but Alison's waving to them.
I'll wave for both.
Hold on. All the ladies are on a business course here in Jewellery Maker and they're all trying to wave to me, but I'm like this, I was like, I can't wave. Don't know why I did that face, it's quite embarrassing, isn't it? Awkward, let's move on. Right, it's so hard when people are watching you. I feel like a goldfish. Right, obviously you're watching me, but I can't see you, can I? So this is your pyrite. What you're getting here is, just going to check the size of it, gunmetal grey coated pyrite, which are 3x4mm on a 31cm strand, 65 carats. Now in total, this bundle, or this design inspiration, is 415 carats. These are stunning. They almost look like they're brushed in their finish. Can you see that? Lovely sort of gunmetal brush finish. These are fab. These are really something. I've not seen these before. I think they've been in bundles, but I don't know if they've been seen on their own, but these are lovely. Really like these.
You get like a lustre from them, don't you, rather than a sparkle.
Yeah, it's more of a sort of shimmery lustre. Yeah. This is fab. Oh, right, I like this. I like it and I like it a lot. So that's strand numero uno. And you get in total, is it 7 strands we've got here? 8. I'm going to go next to, I don't know which one to choose next. I want to pick them all up. Right, I'm going to go for the labradorite because many of you will know this gemstone. And if you don't know it, let me introduce you to the feldspar family. The same family as our Andesine, which we've got coming up later on. This has the most dreamy, talking of shimmer there, that's what led me to this one, is you get the most dreamy shimmer in this gem. If I hold it here, you might see it a little bit better. Can you see that? Oh, that's natural, completely. Straight away I'm thinking of the Little Mermaid. That's her tail. If I was a mermaid, I want my tail to be that colour.
And shimmer, and change as you
shimmer
move.
And yeah, completely natural mermaid. Shimmering tail. I think that would be phenomenal. If you could be a mermaid, what colour, what gemstone would you choose for your tail? Because this would be mine. That's now the text question. Not what you would like Alison to make, but if you were a mermaid, what gemstone would you use as your tail? Alison, what gemstone would you use as your tail as a mermaid?
If you're having labradorite,
we can share the same gem though. If you,
I was going to say I'll have the moonstone.
The moonstone. Oh, shimmering as well. These are really big. Really, really big. From the same family as your labradorite is this amazing moonstone strand. This is a strand of gemstones, and what we're offering to you are opportunities to buy the strands, and then you can decide what you want to do with them. We've got findings coming up, so you can make bracelets, necklaces, whatever you want, but we're intending on making a handbag. This is amazing. We're not intending on, it's already made. It's phenomenal. Right. Oh, it's also making me think of Las Vegas showgirl. Like big feathers, the way that. Oh, right.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait to show you this.
Do it.
Oh yeah. This graduated rondelles for you. Sorry, I didn't tell you labradorite size. So 3x2 to 4x4mm, 30cm strand, 25 carats of labradorite. Forgive me. Your rainbow moonstone, what I've got here, 65 carats, graduated plain wheels from 4x2 to 5x3mm. These are big whoppers indeed. Can you see that shimmering? So that's Alison's tail gemstone. As a mermaid, Alison would choose her moonstone as her tail. I would choose labradorite as my tail. Helena, what would you choose? Doesn't have to be out of this bundle. It can be any gemstone. Oh, let's have a look at this. How long is this? Sky blue or London blue in colour quartz. Is this your tail colour, Ryan? Ryan, Helena's decided hers, and I've got it in a minute, so I'm going to show it to you. This is what Ryan would have as his tail colour if Ryan was a mermaid. Merman. But then Merman are horses though, aren't they?
No, you can get mermen.
You can't get Merman.
You can.
I thought it was Merman with the horses.
No, you can have a merman.
Hold on a minute. In The Little Mermaid, the women have tails and the men are on horses.
Different.
They're half horse.
Different fantasy world, obviously. In an alternate reality, you can get mermen.
You can get Merman. All right, Ryan, you're a Merman. This is Ryan's Merman tail colour. He would go for... Now, it says sky blue, but I think it's more like a London blue. Don't you think? It's more like a London blue topaz. And how rare is it to get London blue topaz?
Lovely.
Actually, if you love London blue topaz, this is a must strand for you. An absolute must. These are faceted for you in a graduated faceted rondelles, 3x2mm to 4x3, 36cm strand, 35 carats for you on this strand. And it's 36cm. So they go stunningly together. I actually went upstairs to make sure that Pip knew how much I loved his bundle. You can get Merman. You've just checked it out. All right, Merman Bruce, what colour would your tail be? Appetite. He's like, that one, appetite. He wants an appetite tail. Gosh, we're a colourful bunch, aren't we? This is how we would look together if we're all mermaids and we were flapping our tails together. This is our sky blue appetite graduated plain rounds. Can you believe it's only 50 minutes into the show? You've got another 3 hours and 10 minutes with me. I feel so sorry for you. 2mm to 3mm, 30cm strand, 25 carats of sky blue appetite. Now that's just delicious, isn't it? When's appetite that clean?
I know, that's beautiful. Lovely
and clear. You've chosen a good in there. Well done, Bruce. Bruce has been here for a long time, many years. He knows what he's up to, doesn't he? He's got his head screwed on.
Lots of experience with merman tails, obviously.
Oh yeah. I think hold on a minute. Liam, is this the one you would choose for your tail if you were a merman? Liam would go for the classic sparkle of a clear quartz.
Welcome to Ali's world.
3x1mm, 7x3mm. He's got a whole Myths and Legends show with me on Sunday night. I bet he's getting scared now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm at home Sunday.
You are on Sunday. We're going to have Myths and Legends. Yeah.
Fab.
It's going to be fun. No idea what's going on, but it'll be awesome. No, I do. You're going to love it. Mark Smith's with us on that night, actually. 30cm strand, 80 carats of... Now, this strand I'm in love with.
The clarity of that strand's beautiful. Look how it shines. Absolutely beautiful.
It's outstanding. When does quartz this clean? Usually beautiful. Quartz, as you know, is a highly included gemstone. So to get clarity like that, this is stunning. Ah,
it's almost like ice.
It is. It's like blocks of ice. So if we were frozen mermaids, I'm not going to drop this mermaid thing. No, the clarity of this is outstanding. The size of them, they're the biggest size stones out of the whole piece. They're 3x1mm to 7x3mm, 30cm strand. Love this. I can't believe nobody's texted in what their tail would be as a merman or a mermaid. Oh, someone has. Who's this? Sharon in Staffordshire has messaged in to say she would have diopside as her tail as a mermaid.
Wow.
Oh, that would be stunning. Russian diopside. Oh, you've got a rare tail. Loving that. Loving that. Talking of loving it. Sorry? Helena wants the tanzanite tail. All right, Helena, because that's going to happen. A tanzanite tail. Come now. We're all going for gemstones that we know we could get a hold of, maybe. Maybe. You go for a whopper of a strand of tanzanite. How long is this? Wait, what? Tanzanites were going, what, £50, £40? Yeah. Exceptionally rare. Do you know what? I'd love to go into this because I'd talk about this forever and a day, tanzanite, and the rarity and the collectability and the fact that the price has gone up and the mining is stopped, ceased mining at the moment in time. Whether that opens again or not, who knows. Awesome if it could, but looking very, very unlikely and very, very costly if it does. This is just for this strand. The price we're going to, just for this strand, you're going to want this bundle. Alison, do you know the price of this bundle?
I don't, and I was blown away to get tanzanite in a bundle. I was like, oh yes!
Jackpot! Tarry jackpot. We've got tanzanite of 45 carats. graduated plain rondelles from 2x1 to 4x1 millimeters, 32 centimeter strand of the richest blues with the most wonderful pleochroism. Oh, that one's got green in it. That's like your bi-coloured tanzanite on the end. Now, obviously you all get your own individual strand because you don't all get the same strand. But that there, I don't know if you can see, there's one there that has this gorgeous green flash to it, which is your closest to your natural tanzanite. You're going to get bluey green bi-colour. And then final strand is a brand new strand. When does a brand new strand go in a bundle? Usually we're bundling things because we've got them in the same quantity and we're trying to clear out volt locations. This is a brand new strand of amethyst. I'm not particularly sure as to how this has happened or why, but I'm loving it. Brand new strand of amethyst wheels.
Gorgeous.
You want that one as well? You want a mixed tail? You want an apatite and amethyst tail? Glamethyst. Bruce wants a glamethyst merman tail. Bruce, what you want you shall get. Here's Bruce's merman tail. That looks beautiful, Bruce, to be fair.
Little gold belt to set it off for you. Some gold jewellery.
Yeah, some gold jewellery, merman jewellery. We've got your amethyst is brand new. It's never been seen by anyone. Now we know how popular amethyst is. It's thought to be the first purchased gemstone for many people of your lovely natural amethyst. This one for you, 3x2 mil to 6x2 mil, 33 centimeter strand, 75 carats in total. You are getting, including 45 carats of tanzanite. You're getting 415 carats in genuine gems. Now this together, just for the tanzanite alone, the price I'm about to show you, I would be happy for just the tanzanite. Knowing we had tanzanite last night at £40, but they were faceted drops. So, faceted drops are going to be a different price point to a strand of plain rondelles. But we are going down.
We're going down.
We're going down to $32.95 for all of them. Brand new amethyst, your labradorite, your moonstone, your quartz, your pyrite, your tanzanite.
Wow.
Tanzanite.
Wow.
Tanzanite. Oh my word. Now Alison has made the most outstanding handbag using, now have you added anything other than wire to this bag?
The only other thing we've got is the lining, which is
which we've got
coming up later.
So the lining we've got coming up later on.
And the rest is just wire.
And there's wire coming up later on, but you might already have wire at your stash. We can get you wire, don't you worry about that. We've got wire coming up. That will be sorted. Are we using the wire colours that Alison's used? Yes! I love that. Yeah, of course. Sorry, on the evening shift, we're not this organised. We just go with it. So, right. I'm loving this. And so is everybody else by the looks of it. Yes, you can see.
But it is so amazing. So, I got them and I'm like, oh my gosh. How much stuff have I got? And I didn't want to do a few gems of this and a few gems of that. So I have been completely indulgent on this bag. I have really, and it's almost two-sided. So
almost, it absolutely is.
So you could have it that side with a different colourway and hold it that way round, or you can turn it round.
Depending on what outfit you're wearing that day and time.
I absolutely.
So you've made the most versatile bag.
I adored it. It's just like, oh my gosh, I've got all these gemstones and I have put them all on a handbag.
Half the stock has already gone, just to let you know. I can't believe you've got a tanzanite clutch bag. I can't believe I'm touching a tanzanite clutch bag.
How cool is that? Oh, this is tanzanite. You know.
So, and it opens. It's not just a looker, it's a user. You can use this handbag.
I've padded the lining out. And I've left the lining so you can actually swap it over as well. So the little pouch will pull out and you could use it for something else.
This is coming up later. This is violine in colour. Yeah, violine. I'll explain that later. So, sorry? Oh, sorry, I thought you took me. That was my producer. That's terrible. I'm talking out loud and listening and not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So, just to show you where we've used the strands of gemstones. So if I'm correct, you've got your pyrite down the side.
Yeah, and underneath. I've used it because it's quite a durable gemstone and it just gives it, you know.
Yep.
Yeah.
So your pyrite strand, have you used two?
Yeah, my kit had two in when I got it.
Okay, that's fine. But you could just do the sides or just do the bottom. You don't have to do all of it.
You could just do the bottom.
Just checking. I'd rather ask because I don't want anyone to get home and think, oh, hold on, how did that go all the way around if I've got one? So you can get another one. We've got more pyrite, or you could just do the sides because one strand would either do both the sides or just the bottom. Is that right?
Or do like I did at the top, and I actually mixed all the leftover gemstones together, but I still had a few, so you could have probably done the sides with that.
Right.
And do the bottom with the. I'd put that where it's going to be hard wearing. That's
okay, put the pyrite at the bottom then.
Yeah.
And then you could alternate it with some of the leftover gems as you've done.
Because I mixed them all up and just randomly picked out gemstones. But I'd taken the two paler ones out.
Oh my word. So here's your amethyst.
Yeah.
So what you've used at the back is the labradorites.
Yeah.
The moonstones. I'm seeing at the back. Yeah, it is the back because the clasp is at the front. The moonstones, the amethysts, and more labradorites. I've got 14 left of this bundle, so you need to be quick. The front, you've got 3 strands. Oh gosh, loads of strands. Tanzanite, or loads of tanzanite. Sorry,
all the tanzanite.
Using just one tanzanite strand. You've got your clear quartz. You've got yourself your blue topaz. Your blue looks like London blue topaz, that's why I keep calling it that. Your dark blue quartz, you've got your apatite, sky blue, and then back to your gorgeous clear quartz. And at the top, you've alternated. It actually looks a little bit like fluorite, the way it's been alternated there with the greens and the apatites. Ah, wowza. Wowza. This is right, everybody wants to know how you're doing this. Like how?
And the weight in it is quite phenomenal.
So I'll see you next week. I'll leave you with Alison.
But how fab is that? I just loved making that. I absolutely adored it. You're just going to have a pair of shoes to go with it now.
That can be done because you can make shoes.
We can make shoes.
Wow, right, are you ready to see it? If it's in your basket now, I don't mean to rush you, and normally I would say take your time with the design. You got to check it out now because this is going to sell out because you got to get it now. Right.
So what I did, it's all sectional. So if you're new to Wirework, there's a lot of different techniques in there. It's all sectional. What I'm going to do this morning, this one, the first one, is we're going to go through all the sections.
I was about to say it's still morning. No, it's not.
It's afternoon. We'll go through all the sections, and then it's just a case of stitching it together.
Okay.
And the hinge we're going to do with the second bag, because we'll never have time to fit it all in.
Oh yes, we've got another bag for anyone who's just tuned in. Yeah, another one.
So there's a lot of techniques in there, but there's nothing scary. There's a lot of basic stuff. There's nothing scary in there when you break it down. I'm trusting you,
Alison. I'm trusting you here. Not scary. We can do this.
No,
we can do it with Alison's help.
There's nothing scary. So,
ooh, that looks like it could be a picture frame. We did talk about this earlier. If you want Alison to make Alison Tarry can make you anything in the world, what would it be? Drop us a wee text 60777 JM Studio at the start or jewellerymaker.com. There's your text number. Normal network charges apply. If you could get Alison Tarry to make anything in the world, what would you ask her to make? Oh, a car.
A car. Oh no, I've seen there's a picture of a Beetle, and I've said it before. And a VW
car.
Other cars are available, but I've never seen one made of wire before. Not wire, steel. And it's like fretwork steel. It's absolutely incredible. It's my kind of stuff. But in a working big car, a proper full-sized car. Have you seen it?
No, I want to see this.
It's an amazing.
This sounds fun.
Oh yeah.
But I want to see this more.
Right.
As much as somebody else has made a great car, it wasn't you.
This is doable. This is doable then. Right. So you'd think you'd make the box first, the outright first, but you don't. We do all the little pieces first, and then I kind of fitted the piece of wire around it.
Oh, okay.
Because rather than try and get these to all fit, and then I'd have a bit of a gap there.
Okay.
So I started with the outside, with the inside. So all we need, from all my little bits here, is the one that's disappeared.
Do you want me to have a look for you?
No, there it is.
You got it?
Yeah, I've got it.
I'm just going to get the other bag so we can show everyone
right. So
the hinge for
I started off making a little figure of 8. Now, as you can see, I've taken this, made it, and then take it to pieces. That's how I tend to do. If I've got to do things similar size, I'll make one, unwind it, and then use that to cut out all the rest of them. And I cut out, there's 6 along one side, 4, 6, 4, so there's 20 altogether. Okay? Obviously,
hold on. Because they're doubles.
Yeah.
Ah, because I was like, that looks a lot more like than 6.
Yeah.
But you mean the 6 doubles?
The 6 doubles. There's 6 figure of 8s.
That's it.
6 figure of 8s. So you need that, which is about, hang on.
2 centimetres, what ruler? I'll find one.
That's a bit more than 2 centimetres, even I know that.
Oh, it's inches is what I was going. I work on inches on our sister channel, that's why I get confused.
Right,
it's 3 anyway.
So
3 and a bit.
It's about 3.5-ish, or it's about 85 centimetres, 85 millimetres, 8.5 centimetres. Doesn't matter what size you do it. Once you've done one, and then you can do them all the same size. So you just make them to whatever size you fancy, and then to get the little figure of 8 with the holes in the middle, I've made a loop at the end, okay, and then I've taken that loop and I've pulled it round into okay, and it looks a little bit weird like that. Then we're going to bend
almost
that,
like a letter P kind of.
yeah, little eyes. We're going to bend it the other way, similar to the scrolls I do, the swirls. Make your little loop, and then again, it seems like you've got loads left over, but it soon disappears. Now if you end up like that and you've got hang on, there you go, different sizes.
Yeah.
I've got the wrong colour on again. All you've got to do is, if you bend that round a bit more,
that'll balance it out.
You can tweak them out.
So just as Alison mentioned, you might have seen her do something before. You mentioned
very
it
similar
before. You can have a look on our YouTube page and look, type in Alison Tarry design inspiration. You'll be able to see previous inspirations where Alison's done this other work. So if you're thinking, oh, I don't know that, you can just have a wee look, but not now.
So we want 20 of those.
Okay.
So you sit there, and what I find it's great stuff you can do in front of the telly. Sit there and annoy your other half by going click, click, click as you cut them off. Wait for a really important part in the football or whatever. If you just about to score a goal, go, click,
extra
click,
time.
Click.
Oh, click, click, click. If you've got your flush cutters, though, it doesn't make much of a click, does it?
It doesn't. No, it doesn't actually.
And what was I going to say? So this wire gauge is 1 mil.
Yes, thank you very much.
And we've got 1 mil gauge coming up for you. No, it's all good. I think I'd much rather you concentrate on this, and then I can sort that bit out.
Right. So you do all these.
20
and I'm not
those.
going to do 20 of them.
Is that 20 for one side? As in, would you need to do that for the other side as well?
Yes, it's 20 for each side. So for one panel, it's 20 because you've got 6 down there. And 4, 6, 4.
So if you wanted to sit and do all of them for the whole bag, you'd maybe sit and do you would maybe do 40.
Yeah. And then what I did was I laid them out roughly and started putting them on. So when you've got 6 attached to a piece, then you're going to turn a corner.
Right.
Then you're going to put 4, then you're going to turn a corner. And then
you just keep your wire on the reel. You don't need to cut your wire.
Don't cut your wire. But then you find out how long it's going to be for those 2 sides, and I measured the other 2 sides so you get it even.
Right.
And you can manipulate these
to make
enough to make them fit.
Right. Yeah.
But it should be there or thereabouts. You'll never get them all identical. Well, you might if you sit there for hours and hours and hours. But it's tough to try and get them absolutely identical. Okay, so I just want to show you how I've attached them, because you could, if you've got a lot of time, actually wire wrap all the way along the edge and then just catch in there, and wire wrap all the way along and catch in there. It will take you a phenomenal amount of time. It really will. It would look stunning, but it will. But you're never going to notice that unless you pick up the bag and look at it really closely. Because you've got the edging, people will see this bit and not that bit. But it's up to you. If you wanted to do that, it will look amazing.
Really.
Absolutely.
It depends if it's just for yourself or if you're making it to sell, what you wanted to do.
So I wanted to do something that looked reasonable.
To give you time to make another bag.
To give me time to make another bag. So.
Can I dibs this bag? It's amazing.
It's just like working with Jenny.
Scottish version.
Right.
Just as lippy.
So with my 0.4.
Do you need a 0.4? You got one. Whoa, these are heavy.
I love this dark blue.
It's
colour.
Striking, isn't it?
Oh, the colour is amazing. I think mine's an older 0.4. It's a previous. I've had this for a long time because I haven't done it. So it's a slightly different colour. So don't worry, it's a completely different.
We've got 21 left of the bundle.
Oh, is that all?
Oh no, we've got 4 left. Oh, but 20 in baskets.
Check out. It's a bargain.
Check it out.
You won't regret it. They're stunning. I mean,
you can always post it back if you get it home and you think, oh, actually, at $32.95, I don't think that's outstanding. Because if you don't, there's another 19 people who do.
Absolutely.
So, and you got to give yourself a chance. You got 30 days with it, so.
And even if you didn't want to make the bag or be quite so gem heavy as I have, think of the jewellery you could make with that as well. You could make the bag and just embellish the lid if you wanted and have it, you know. You don't have to do as heavy as I did with that. I just got it down. Right, now the one thing I've done is I've put all of these so that the little loops go the same way. So if you look, they all... so if we start from that one, it comes round and up, it comes round and up, it comes round and up, so they're all the same way.
So just make sure you've got your figure of 8 the same direction.
You don't have to, but it's just me.
I know, I like it.
It improves the design, because when they start going...
It's fluid, because then it goes round, and then it's like a section.
Yeah.
And then,
you will notice if some of them are the wrong way and the rest are all the same, you will notice. So and literally, you're going to wrap a couple of times round.
Don't worry, we've got the wire coming up. just not yet. We're trying to work a deal on your price, but I didn't tell you that.
Okay. You're going to go through the centre. And I've caught it 3 times. The reason I've done it 3 times is because when I did it just once or twice, which is all you need to hold it, it looked really scruffy.
Okay.
And I don't do really scruffy.
No, Alison.
It was irritating me.
Scruffy, I don't think I've ever gone together.
I've done it. I mean it's still a little bit untidy for me. If I probably would wire wrap it all the way around, but
tidy.
I had to undo it. I won't be
showing you any of my homework.
I actually had to undo it. But you see, Laura Binding, who can do random, beautifully organic wire work, and Sammy with the Victorian pieces, stunning. I really struggle to do that. When I do it, it just looks a mess. When they do it, it looks stunning pieces of jewellery.
That's why we've got you all, because you all do your own different ideas. I don't know why I'm here, but that's why you're here.
You're here because you're fantastic, and your knowledge is amazing.
Oh, yay, thanks.
Right, so I've lapped it round 3 times, then I go once round the frame wire, and then 3 times round the next one. It's all right, I'm not going to do 40 of these, don't panic. As I say, we've got quite a lot of different techniques to do, so what I'm going to do is take you through all the different techniques so that you can go away, and the actual putting it together is the easy bit because it's just wire stitching.
So can I just check the gauge you're using there?
0.4.
0.4. So I've got 0.4 for you here, 100 metres of it. We're going to give you a price point on this one so that you can add this in with what you're getting for Alison, because you can add it into the same order because it won't cost you any more. Your post and packaging, it doesn't matter how heavy the reels are, how heavy the gemstones are, it's still one post and packaging of $2.95. For your post and packaging, your shipping and handling is roughly $5.95 in America, or you'll be able to check on jewellerymaker.com. $14.95 for a 0.4mm gauge, and you get 100 metres of it. Will you need 100 metres?
No. I mean,
plenty.
This was a brand
plenty
new
of practice wired as well.
I've got loads left, and it was a brand new roll, so.
Perfect. And that's what, half that size?
No, it's the same. It's 100
metres. Is it 100 mils? It's just that's been spaced out.
It's just a little. It's
just
the old
a smaller
style
coil. All right.
Okay. I've then fetched it through to the edge so that we're going to join the next one in, and we're going that way round. So I'm going to put that there, and then I'm going to go round. Don't worry if it's going to look a little bit messy for a minute. Through, poke it back through, and then back down, so that you've actually tied those two together.
Yeah, so they're secured in the middle.
As well as
so
then
there
we
won't
go.
be any gap peeping along. They won't be sliding along.
That's it. It just holds them all together, and then we go back to doing our 3 round that, 1 in the middle, 3.
Okay.
Right, now when we come to a corner, there's 2 ways of doing corners with things like this. Behave. There's 2 ways of doing corners. You can either go all the way along both sides and then put some in the middle.
Right.
Or you can turn a corner so that if this is our corner, I've turned that one so you've got 6 along there, and then one's turned the corner and gone up 4.
Right.
And then you've started the 6 there and gone along, started the 4 and come up, and there's your other 6.
Right.
So that's what I did. So I did the 6 and then attached one round the corner.
That would be starting your 4 for the other side.
So you do the loop through there, 3 round there, 3 round there, loop around the middle, 3 round there, and then you attach in the next one, and off you go up the other side.
Off you go.
Off you go. And that's how you do. And like you say, you could use that frame for all sorts of things.
And then for the wire, once you finish at the end, what'd you do with that?
When you've got to the end with this,
just
just wrap it round 2 or 3 times and snip it off, and it'll stay there.
That's 0.4 wire snip off. And do you leave a wee excess of the that wire?
Yeah, leave your tail. Leave your tail, because what I've done with the tail, if you pass me the bag, I can show you what I've done with the tail.
The bag.
The bag.
The bag.
If you zoom in there,
in the top corner, and just so up there.
Right, there's a little coil on top, and that's what I did so that you can hardly see it.
Oh yeah.
So that coil there, that half of one of these, is actually this bit of wire. So I'll show you how I did that.
Brilliant. Because knowing me, I'd do all of that work and then just snip the end off and then be thinking, oh, was I supposed to keep that bit?
To be fair, you could just tie it in like that one. You can't really see. It's just blended in. So there's a tail there.
All right.
And you can't really see it.
No, you can't.
And it's just wired in. So you could do that. But the other one I fetched round and just curled it on.
Yeah, that's really pretty.
So you just snip it about to that stage, because we're about half of one of those to do one.
Because you're only doing a half coil.
Yeah, and exactly the same. Do it round and then just fetch it round into our circle. And if I lift it up, there's your little thingy. I don't know what you call it.
Spiral.
Your little spirally spiral.
Finishing swirl.
Right. So that's how you do that bit.
Right. So we need 2 of them.
So we need 2 of those. We need 1 for the top.
Okay.
Oh no, we didn't do that bit for the top. That's okay. I knew that. So what I did next was I then put in here 2 wires, because as you can see, this is a little bit...
It's got movement to it.
Yeah. 1 mil is good, but once you've stretched it out that much, that's not very stable for a bag.
Nope.
So...
Not for what I put in my bags.
You'd not get that much in there.
Oh, have you seen my wee bag? I have. Everyone's like, how do you get that in that bag?
Mary Poppins.
I do have a Mary Poppins bag, but when I go out, I have the tiniest wee handbag. It's smaller than this.
Really?
Yeah.
And what do you get in it?
Lots.
Bit of money.
Loads.
Bit of lippy.
Yeah.
Bit of money.
Yeah, money. My phone, my car keys.
Oh God, you'll not get my car keys in there. They got a blooming great big ball on the end.
Yeah, I need one. I dropped mine down the lift shaft.
Oh no.
Yeah, awkward. Anyway, we'll do that another day.
So, what I'm going to do, we do a little bit of wire wrapping in the middle. So we want 2 lengths. Now, the reason I didn't do them before and make a square bit...
Other side. Sorry, that's totally ruined your focus, Sam.
You can see it better.
It's because it's got a cream on that side. You might be able to see it a little bit better.
So we're going to put a strengthening inner frame in it.
Okay.
Very simple wire wrapping.
And that's with the 1 mil wire again.
It's still with the 1 mil and the 0.4.
Yep.
Very simple wire wrapping. But this I have vaguely measured.
Okay.
Right? Because I want it to fit in there. So you don't want to get to there and run out of wire.
No.
Because you'd have to undo it all and start again. So I'm going to leave an excess, because you've got so much wire. You probably get about 20 bags out of this.
Really?
Well, I don't know about 20. You'd certainly get 10.
For anyone who's not getting any 1 mil wire, we're just putting the information on the screen there for you. It's supposed to be $27.95, and we're taking it down because we love Alison, Tarry, and we want you to make this bag.
Could you imagine?
So that's, sorry, I'm not even showing it to you. It's this big one that Alison's using just now. This is your 1 mil one. I think, yeah, it is.
So if you paid 27 for that, and you can get, let's be conservative, and just say 5 bags. Call it 30.
Right.
So that, say £6 a wire. Even if you used all the gemstones out of it and a little bit of the 0.4, so the gemstones were how much? 30 something?
$32.95, I think.
You're looking at less than £45 for the handbag. And now, how many ladies out there spend hundreds and hundreds on handbags. Literally hundreds.
Thousands. Talking about this with my friend the other day. 12, what do you mean 12?
£12?
£12.95. I love it. She was on the phone trying to get the price down. No, as if, oh yeah, you know all the work you've done, I'd give it a £12. As if.
It's going to cry.
Oh, no, the wire is going to £12. As if, Alison.
£12.
£12 for your 1mm wire, 100 metres. You saw it was meant to be £27.95. That's what it normally is, but as you saw, or you may not have heard, well, you wouldn't have heard because you've not got an earpiece in, but I just heard my producer on the phone saying, so what price can we do it for? We managed to get it down to £12.95. We're trying to make this for you as affordable to buy everything that you need to make this, because I know everybody wants to make it. Everybody's been messaging in Alison, and everybody's been taking time to drop us a wee message, say how much they want to make this. So so we're taking everything down as low as possible, so to make it as easy as possible. I'm going to let you get back to the design otherwise, because I'll be talking forever.
Right, again, I'm not going to do the whole thing because we'll be here forever.
Yeah, but you could just repeat it. So what you're going to show us to start.
And it's not a 5-minute project.
No.
This one,
it's 5.5.
This one takes a while, but it's well worth it. So stunning.
I bet you're so proud of that.
So stunning. Oh, I am.
It's amazing.
Just to say, I've got a Tanzanite handbag. I still can't
I've got 45 carats of Tanzanite.
Yeah.
I've got 415 carats of gemstones here.
I was going to say how many gemstones in total.
415 carats. How many gemstones? That's counting for another day. But 415 carats of genuine gems.
Right. I'm wrapping this round 6 times. I'll tell you why in a minute.
Because it's my favourite number.
Is it? Number 6?
Uh-huh.
Oh, don't. I've got a friend who did the count once.
What's that?
Sesame Street.
Oh!
1 gemstone, 2 gemstones. But he kept it up all weekend. He had us in stitches. Absolute. We'd gone on holiday. And every time he did it, he'd be like, oh, 1 swan. We just creased up. The people we'd gone to the lakes, the people of the lakes must have thought we were the most weird people in the world. But anyway, so 6 wraps. So anyway, we've wrapped it.
You make me feel normal.
That is normal. Yeah. I've just come back from a weekend with a reunion with all people like this. So we've been going nearly 30 years now.
That's amazing.
And we're all bad. Right, so it's a simple weave. Sammy does, most of the wire workers do them. It's 6 and 2, so, well, it gets slightly more complicated. 6 round the base wire, then 2 to catch in the inner wire. However, we're going to, as we go along, attach it to the frame.
Okay.
So I've started in the middle of a long side. So I've done my 6 and 2. And initially it gets, worry about it, it does get easier quite a lot. I initially started in a corner. Don't start in the middle, it is much easier.
Don't start in the middle.
No, don't start at the end, start in the middle. It is so much easier. So then I'm going to do, when I want to catch one of the loops, I do 2 round there, then I'm going to go through the middle, through the loop. You see that? Yep. Back through the middle. Sorry, my hands are going all over the place. Back through the loop, so we've caught it twice.
Yep.
I never like just catching things once. And then carry on and do our other 2 of our 6. Yeah?
Yeah.
We're doing a 6 and 2 with 2 going the other way every now and then. Then we do catch them both for 2. And then we do 6. And you only come
6 around the bottom.
And then 6 around the bottom. And then when you come to the next loop, then you take, if you can, 2 in the middle of the 6 would catch the bottom one as well.
I actually thought you'd gizmoed that.
No, you hand wrap it.
That's incredible.
Now, that's why I was saying you could do the bottom one the same, but you don't see it so much because it's right on the edge.
Yeah, no, you don't.
So you don't actually see the edge, but you would see that in the middle. So that's why I've done that. So you do the 6 and the 2 all the way round, and when you get to the corners, then you just bend both of the wires. I would start with the inner wire. So let me flat. Start with the inner wire. Bend it up,
And that's using your flat nose pliers.
So there's some flat nose pliers, because if you do them together, you'll get a curve, which is fine. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
But you're not looking for a curve.
But it's very difficult to bend two wires on a right angle. You could curve it up, because you're going to bend the second one at a slightly wider position. Okay, and then you carry on doing your 6 and 2 all the way round till you get to the end. And again, we leave the tails. Okay, so that's how you do the inner frame. I'm going to apologise, because if I'm rushing through, it's just that we've got so many techniques to cover.
We've got lots and lots to go through, because we all want to know how to make this bag, but you can always watch back again. Alison's on Facebook, I'm on Facebook, Alison Tarry, guest designer, GM guest designer on Facebook for Alison. I'm Ali DeFoy on Facebook. You can get in touch with us, we can go through it. Alison will be more than happy to go through it in more detail if you haven't got anything, if you just want her to go over anything or explain it again, because we've only got about 20 minutes left. We want to make the whole bag. So
if we rush through some bits, just give me a shout if you like. Well, I've
drop us a
rewound it
message
and I'm
if
not
you're
sure.
not sure,
So okay, so we've done that bit.
Yep.
Okay.
And we do that, all of that twice, because we do both sides
all of that
the
twice.
bag.
You've got 2 pieces. Right. There. We then want to make the top, as fantastically modelled by my wonderful colleague.
My friend did actually call me a hand model the other day.
Oh, you do have stunning fingers.
Oh, thanks.
You do.
No, but they said, oh yeah, but you're a hand model, aren't you? And I went, I'm a hand model? You know, is that why you're wearing your marigolds to do your dishes? And I went, no. You went, is it in your contract because you're a hand model? I was like, no, hand model. Hands aren't that nice. But no, more than that. I love, no offense to hand models, but I thought it was a bit more.
I want to know how people manage to keep nails, because whenever I'm not on a show, my nails all grow to a nice length, and as soon as I'm going to come on the show, I lose 2 or 3 of them.
Oh, I do that. I broke all mine the night before I came back, undoing a plug. My dad was laughing at me. He was like, well.
Right. For the lid, because we want this V,
yes,
the easiest way to get a V with that curve is to, you've got the natural curve of the wire coming off the roll, bend it against. So you want to make sure you've got enough to go, hang on,
to either corner of the top.
to come to either corner of the top. So we want to meet in the middle, so we want about that much, and then to meet down there. So we want to put a V about there.
Right.
But we're going to go against the curve, and you see what I mean then, because automatically you've got that nice V shape. You know, if you're trying to curve it like that, you'll never get an even curve, and it's just so easy like that. So again, you're going to want 2 of those. Little birds, didn't you draw little birds
making me
like
think,
that?
I want Alison Tarry to make me some angel wings for my fancy dress. Could you imagine?
God, you'd be crippled.
Big angel wing gemstones. Gemstone angel wings.
Given the weight of the bag, could you imagine wings? You'd be like, ugh.
I'd be like, help me, I can't fly. Someone's asked if you could make a mask.
Oh yeah.
Gemstone mask.
To be fair, one of the beading buddy ladies has got a whole page of masks she does in wire and gemstone. They are stunning.
Susan, is that? Or Rosanna maybe?
I think it's Rosanna.
Possibly Rosanna. Rosanna, bless her, just moved to Malta.
Is she Malta?
She's moved to Malta with all their family. She's going to start a jewellery making business in Malta.
Wow.
I think her daughter's going to uni there. I think that's why they went to Malta. Yeah. So yeah.
Silver filigree work. That's
Love
what you
her,
get over
Rosanna.
there. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know because I came in there like, oh, Rosanna left yesterday. I went,
what?
She probably didn't tell me because she knew I would have tried to stop her. Or jump in her suitcase, one or the other.
Lace and filigree work and glass.
Oh.
Right, so we're going to do 2. The second one doesn't have to be quite as long, the inner one. Let's make sure we get them the right way round. With the amount of wire you've got, I do admit I tend to be over generous.
Yeah, but you can always use the wee bits for coils.
Pieces
and things
this size I keep exactly, and I'll use them for other projects and use them for little bits here and there. So I never worry about snipping off bits like that.
Yeah,
I just
well,
don't.
if you think about it, you don't want to do all the hard work and then get to the end and not have enough. Like, oh, my bag doesn't close.
So we're going to do exactly the same. We have a 6 and a 2 weave,
right,
all the way around the edge. So we've done this straight away because the edge is on show straight away.
Yes.
So it's just, I'll not show you that bit again, but that's how you do those.
So where do you start? Do you start on one side?
I started in the middle.
Right.
Now I've deliberately left it short there because to join in, which I didn't show you before, deliberately. I don't want to think I planned it.
I know, gosh.
Whoops. Let me get my wings out of the way.
Wings.
Got wings
You have
now.
to make angel wings.
Little angel would be nice.
I
Fancy
want to
making
be
a little angel.
an angel for my Christmas tree.
Oh. Right, so I've done 6 and 2, then I've obviously run out of wire. So I've done it so that I've got a couple of wraps around one and pull it round because it's not enclosed, if you see what I mean. You can still,
it's still
that gap's still. And then you just carry on, and that's how you join in. So whenever you're doing wire wrapping, if you've got a place where it's got multiple layers, you just go around one of the layers and carry on. And when you've done another centimetre or so, I would then go back and snip the ends off. Well, to be fair, I usually leave them until I've finished.
I have a little question.
Yeah.
Because if you're just tuning in, you say, I've seen how you made the wings, I understand how you do the wrapping, but where did this bit come in?
Right. Yeah. Come back to that.
I'm thinking, I know there's a gap there, but
Yeah.
I didn't.
You didn't see me do that.
How did you do that?
I was so quick. Let me just say, if you've got your flush cutters,
Done.
you snip really close, and then you push that up, and you'll never see the join or feel it.
No. And it will be secure as you like.
Yeah, yeah. So that's how you join that in. Right, the top of it, what we need is the bit that comes over the top of the bag. Mm-hmm. So I've got my V, I knew what size my V needed to be, and I worked out how wide that was going to be.
Right.
So I left it kind of like wings until I'd done the sides.
Okay.
And then I measured it, so that I put a bend in there, worked out how much I wanted. Now you could do quite a dome over the top if you wanted, really round it off.
Oh yes.
Or you could have it flat. So how far you want to go and then turn it that way. This is the inner short one. Okay? And then you do the same with the other one, and the chances of me getting these the same size are probably slim to none.
And again, that's with your flat nose pliers to get those squares. We've got some of those. If you want, we'll put that on the screen for you in a wee second. They're just here. We have some flat nose pliers if you require. But you also get nylon jaw pliers. Do you use nylon jaw pliers?
I use, to me, you see, when we do these things, the producers say, what other tools have you used?
Yes.
And I always forget about things like that. My flush cutters, my nylon jaws, and my flat ones, to me now are standard kit.
Yeah,
I do use them a lot, yeah. And I never think, oh yes, I've used that tool, and I'm like, oh, blow.
So you've got some wire as well, just so you know. This is an antique bronze colour wire, which is 1.25 milligauge and 10 metres. Altogether, it should be $16.85, but we're going to take all three of them under £10. Basically, we're just putting in the wire in because we've got quite a bit of it. So, thought you can't go wrong with wire. A wee freebie wire. $9.95 for the two tools and your wire. So these are two of the tools that Alison's using today, and then some extra wire. Why not?
The nylon pliers. You won't find any of the jewellery makers who don't use the nylon pliers. Right. We all use them so much.
I find it, for anyone who's just watching for the first time thinking, well, why would you use a nylon plier as opposed to the flat nose pliers? It prevents, because you're using coloured wire here, if I'm doing the twists and flattening it, taking any of the colour off of the wire, or as limited amount of taking off as possible. Because obviously, with all the work that you do to it, because it's coated, it's not always necessarily going to be as pristine as it is before you start playing with it.
No, but even for gold or silver, I use them because they're almost acting like the whacker plates. Right. Or hammering it. You're also work hardening it. So, and that's a very good point because that's what I did do with all of these. So when you've made all of these, I would use the nylon pliers on each of these just to flatten them. All. You can tell I'm rushing because I didn't say that. And that's what I would do. I'd squish that down with the nylon pliers, regardless of what colour wire. I mean, it is good for handling the coloured wires because it's much softer. But if you really press on it, it also work hardens it a little bit for you, just enough to. Well, there you go. To give you a bit, and also flattens it because when you coil it, you have. It's hard to get it completely. You end up a little bit, flush. especially if you're doing loads.
Thank you for that, Alison.
That's okay. So you could leave it like that, and that would be the flap with, if you bend that, so that goes up like that. Yeah?
Yes.
See how that works? And like I say, if you want to arch that to have a rounded effect on the top of your bag, then that's all you have to do, is arch it. Very simple.
Love it.
Okay.
I'm copying you with the bag.
Well, all I've done with this is on the inner piece, I've crossed it straight across. I'm going to try and undo that. There you go. So I've put the inner one there.
Ah, because you used two of the wires.
I've got two wires.
Done them together. Yeah. So the inside one is
and
the
I've
one
just,
that goes right across.
Yeah, and I've just roughly held them together. As you can see, I did far too much wire, and I will trim that down when we fasten the other bit in.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
Perfect.
So that's what you do with that bit.
So we've done the two sides and the lid now.
And the lid. There you go.
Just like that.
We're doing this bit, the letterbox part of the lid, a bit later.
Okay,
and the
we'll
sides.
do that later.
Okay.
That's the middle bit.
How are we doing?
We've got 10 minutes.
We only got 10 minutes. Oh my gosh.
Is that not a lot?
That's not a lot. Right, we're going to zip through this now then. Okay, so all the bits on the middle. So we've got our frame. I'm going to pull.
This bit here we're talking about.
Yeah, I'm just going to trim those off to give us. Since I've got. Oops, thank you.
Make myself useful.
Right, so we've got our frame.
Yep.
I then created an inner frame by just measuring it round. So I say it doesn't matter what size it is. And you just do your inner box with a piece that's big enough to do a complete frame. Okay, so we'll imagine that
as your complete frame
goes all the way around. Because I thought I'd have more time. How does time fly?
Because we just go off on tangents about
And then I created all these little V wingy things, since you called them wings.
No, it reminded me of an angel.
With the little pattern. See, I think they're like frog's eyes.
No, they're like butterfly antennae.
Yeah. And we did these the same way as we did the lid. You get your piece of wire against the curve, you bend it back, and that gives you that nice curved V.
So the same idea.
Okay, so with a bit of juggling, you find out how big it is to fit. Okay, so you get your fit, and you do. We did 1, 2, 3, 4 for the back. We did 4 for the front and back, but I left 2 blank.
Yep.
Because I wanted the lid to sit.
Yep.
And we did the same on the lid. And literally, I stitched them on.
So
and just
4 in the front, 4 in the back, and 2 on the lid.
Yeah. And you stitch them on, tweaking as you go. So when we stitch them on, when I say tweaking, you're tweaking where they're matching the outside edge.
Right.
Yeah, how much curve, because you want them sort of graduated. But when you stitch them, you're going to start stitching the bottom one onto the bottom of the frame. And when I say stitching, I just mean wire wrapping it.
Yep.
A little bit more of this.
So you can see that maybe a little bit easiest on the lid. So that's the first V.
Okay, so all you're going to do is wire wrap the V onto the edge, and you'll see this is why I did it as a separate one that we then stitched in. You'd stitch that, leave your 2 ends, and then stitch either end on, and then you'd get your second one in, and you want it to be narrower because you want those there, and then you want to take it to the edge. So then you'd stitch that one in, and you build it up for the 4 of them like that. So each time you're just wrapping round with the wire, and it's going a bit higher. Let me do this. 2 minutes. I'm going to start rushing now because I'm aware that we're going to be short of time.
Oh, don't rush, don't rush. There's no need to rush.
Right. You haven't seen how much we've got left to do.
No, but we can sort it out. We can, can't we? Superstar Ryan, director, phenomenal producer, Helena, we can sort this out.
Right. So
So good.
if I do 2,
We
you'll
can
get the
control
idea.
time. It's limitless.
Wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff. You're not the Doctor Who person.
No. I'm not going to fib. I've watched it a little bit. Sam is probably, and Pete
Yeah,
are probably
yeah, you got
all
it.
a bit Doctor Who. I just like it because David Tennant's from Paisley.
Ah.
And my grandpa knows his grandpa.
You're what?
My grandpa's very good friends with
Oh, I thought you
David Tennant's, sorry, my grandpa's brother is very good friends with David Tennant's dad.
I thought you said my grandpa was David Tennant's grandpa then. Did you think that as well?
No, then that would mean David Tennant was my brother.
I'm coming to your family reunion. Wow.
He's awesome.
Oh.
One of my favourite actors, along with Johnny Depp.
He's been in Bristol. Not Bristol?
Johnny Depp?
Johnny
Don't
Depp.
fib.
Sammy.
G.
No, Sammy. Oh gosh, Sammy,
Samuel
I've
L.
forgotten your
Jackson.
surname. No, Sammy Wirebender. I've forgotten a surname. Oh, I am so sorry, Sammy. She'll kill me.
Fletcher.
Fletcher, who was on the other day.
Yeah. Was hanging out with Johnny Depp.
She posted that he was there. No, she didn't. She couldn't get there. But apparently they're filming something, and she said he was.
I'm off to Bristol. See you later.
I know, somewhere down Gloucester way.
Take my handbag. Your handbag.
I'll bet that's where. I'll bet that's where Jenny is.
Well, Jenny's meant to be off today, to be fair.
I know. I'll bet that's where she is.
How much would you, if you were to sell your bag?
Oof.
I know to part with it would be really, really, really difficult.
How much would
for
it
you.
cost?
How much would it cost? What, for the tools, if you added in what you used to make it?
You've got to be looking at a decent sum, because you can't sell that for £20.
No. I'm thinking like
you've got to be in 3 figures.
250?
You've got to be in 3 figures. With the amount of gemstones and the amount of hours, I would probably sell a first one at 100 and something. Only because I'm
low
rubbish.
end of 100 and something, or high end nearer 200?
About 150. Probably because I'm so rubbish at pricing things, and I always underestimate how long things take. But I know how long this takes now. And you've got to factor in your time if you're going to sell these things, because, well, it's not just all about the raw materials. It has got to be about your time. And the perfect place to find out is in there now.
Oh yeah, they're doing their business meeting today. The business course.
Oops.
Very
So
true.
it's going to look a bit weird because I'm going to have bits of hairy
Yeah, they all look a bit serious, don't they?
wire. Well, I have to say it's business.
They were all in the jewellery maker boxes though. When they were on a break, they were all looking through all the jewellery gem scoops and getting everything out of there.
Do you know what? It's almost the best part of a course. That
It is. It's one of my favourite parts.
rummaging in the shop. Oh,
Brilliant fun.
I know someone who came on a course with me. One of my courses, and
If you want to find out about Alison's courses, just go on jewellerymaker.com. We've got a list of them on there.
we're doing shoes and shoe accessories and things in Wendy will tell you.
Wendy Woo.
Wendy will be
can
able
give
to
her a
tell you. I've
recall.
forgotten the date. But that's going to be fab, and you'll get to I'll take you through the techniques of making the shoes and things, and also if you fetch a pair of shoes you want to decorate, you won't have time to do it fully on the show, but I can certainly take you through how you could do that show and what options you could have.
Sounds awesome, doesn't it?
Right, so you're going to get the idea. They build up like that, and you can space them or you can have them close together.
Right.
You could put loads in or you could have a few in. It's your choice. Bear in mind, the closer they are together, you can't get the gemstones down the bottom here.
Yeah, so depending on the size of the stones
Yeah.
you're going to use.
Yeah.
Because on one side you've used different size. You've got the clear
Yeah.
quartz on one, which is slightly different size to the. In fact, not too different from the moonstone actually.
So once we've done that, and I've used this beautiful blue quartz, we then wrap this on, which I stuck on this prepared.
Yay!
So the easiest
That's 0.4 mil. in your
0.4
gauge
mil
for your wire,
went through
and
all
1
of the
mil was the other
gemstones.
wire gauge we used.
Excuse the untidy finishing, I'm just going to
Just
trim
getting
those out of the way.
now.
I tend to leave most of my
ends to the end.
Yeah, just in case. I would reuse those bits to do the other ones going up. Okay, so I've done this the quick way. Ways of wrapping the stones on. You can wrap each one individually, which takes quite a lot of time, or you can do it a quick way. So wrap your end. If I put it about 3 seems to be the magic number.
Okay, that's good because that's half 6.
Yeah,
6 is my favourite number, so I'll remember that.
Oh. Don't, and three's a good number if you start quoting Monty Python as well.
Oh, no, I won't.
But I won't do that. You can tell what sort of stuff I've been doing this weekend. Not mentioning holy hand grenades at all. And no, it's not a religious thing.
I have no idea.
Go and watch the Holy Grail.
Okay.
Everyone should watch the Holy Grail.
Okay.
Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Right, so what I've done... They're going to sack me. So she's talking drivel. I've also been watching cricket, that's why I'm talking drivel.
I was watching cricket as well. Starting to understand it a little bit.
Oh, I am. I've been infiltrated by my husband. Right, I've got too many on there. So what I've done is I've stranded enough gemstones to fit as far down as I can into the gap. I then just stitch ones on top of it. Okay, so to actually wire wrap the normal way is you go around a couple of times, then you add a gemstone, then you go around a couple of times, then you add a gemstone. Takes a while. If you do it like this, and I only found this by accident, let me get rid of those. Then you take your end, wrap it a couple of times to anchor it. Okay, which leaves that all floppy. But then I literally just go round the gemstone, round the wire, and catch them in. Gives you quite a nice effect. You have to leave a bit of gap because they spread as you're doing it, if you see what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so as you're pulling it through, but you can already see that's now a lot firmer and an awful lot quicker than doing it the individual stone and wrapping it round.
Oh yeah, it is. And it's less footery as well.
Yeah.
I'd have them flying everywhere, I would. Now, just so you're aware, we've got another few minutes on this, but if we don't manage, which we won't manage to get all of it done, we're going to go bring you a couple of treats, just give you Alison a chance to have a sip of juice, because she's been talking and working away. We can't have her not having a sip of juice. We need to give her a second. Then we'll come back for the next design inspiration, and whatever we haven't done for this bag, we can look through. So don't worry, we will do. We might just do it in a wee section so we can try and fit everything in for you. So you will get to see it all. So that, Alison, don't you worry. You don't have to rush.
We'll
get it all fitted in.
To be fair, we're nearly there now. So as you can see, that then starts fitting quite nicely. I did that both sides with different gemstones. Now if you lay both sides at once with that, you can wire wrap around both if you want.
Oh, okay.
At the same time.
Yeah,
and
that's
it really,
a good idea.
And then if you do both at the same time, press your finger down the middle and you won't see just a line of wire.
Ah,
so
for sure.
You do that for all the the splays. That's how we've done.
Here.
Yeah. For each of those, that's what I've done. And it's so much quicker than doing the wire wrapping.
So that's the two, but with the one wire in between the middle. Am I right there?
Yeah.
So from the bottom one and the second one, you've done 2 rows of gemstones.
Yeah.
But for the third one, you've just done 1 row, and then for the fourth, you've left it blank on the side that's got the lid.
Yeah. And on the other side, I took the gemstones all the way up.
And you've gone 2 strands, 2 strands, and for the final one, you've done with one.
You can do 2. I think I was getting a little bit short.
Okay.
No, I can't have been. I probably decided I was only going to do 1 because it was quite narrow by the time you got to the top.
And then what you're seeing in here, don't worry, these are the inserts that we've not yet brought to you. In fact, we'll put them on the screen for you now so you can get them.
So the only other bit really we've got to cover is the plaiting, the sides. So this bit sits in this, clear the deck.
If I move out the way, it's just above there.
Yeah.
And then you can see the light shining through, and you might be able to see that a wee bit better.
There you go.
And then that's on the sides as well. And along the bottom.
So to make your 2 panels up, your 2 sides up, you've got your wire wrapped thing with your frame, you've got your gemstone insert, and you literally put it and just stitch round the wire wrapped frame quite loosely, and if you look you can see it.
So if I do here, because I was thinking where's the 3rd wire, but that's the frame you've just added in, so there every sort of
you just
centimetre
it in.
you've just caught in all the way along.
So like I say, each individual bit isn't that complicated, it just looks...
And then have we got time to do the plaiting, do you think?
Just to show you how to
Will we do that in a wee bit?
Okay.
We'll do that in a wee bit because it's just after 1:45. So you get this one.
That's not a full piece. Do you
That's here actually because I've taken it out in the middle. Oh, hello. Right, so they're $10.95. Oh, I've just told you. Sorry. Oh, it's on. It's fine. My night shift producer knows that if he says a price in my ear, I will tell you. There's no oh maybe. You will know. Oh, these are lovely.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
I was having a look at these earlier. I was introduced for the first time today in my life violine as a shade. Oh, right. I didn't realise that. I'd never heard of it before. So apparently that's the colour Cheryl Cole's hair at the moment. Oh. Violine, which is actually a sort of French for almost like a winey purple and wine mixed together. It's lovely. But there's a lot of colours out there at the moment, nail polish wise and things. Did you hear of Violine before? No, neither did I. So I wasn't sure. Honestly, I was like, is that Violet spelled wrong? Violine, but yeah, no, I was researching it earlier. Other search engines are available. But yes, Violine, which is this one here, in your ultra suede. You've also got your sort of Bordeaux with your cream and your caramel, caramelly camel. So there are your 3 ultra suede foundation. 4 ultra suede foundation sheets. 8.5mm by 4.25mm, so you get 4. I know it looks there in the picture like you get 3, but you do get 4 colours. It's just that 2 are quite dark. So in the picture it made it look like it was one, but they are 2 separate ones. And then you've got your cream, your natural silk. Turn that around. Is it bead cords? Which did you use them? Or I did. We've got them, but
I actually split the silk. The silk's beautiful.
Lovely.
But when I was making it, I didn't have a needle, the right needle. They come with a needle attached, which is for if you're doing knotting and things.
Yes.
And if you take that needle off, you'll never get it back on. It's a teeny little piece of thin wire.
Okay.
So be aware, if you're going to do it, take a length from the opposite end. Because I actually split it only because I couldn't get it through my needle.
Oh,
but that won't go through it won't go through the suedette.
So there's one fine needle attached, you get 2 meters in each one, you get both colours, and as Alison said, do not take the needle off.
No. But I mean, that's also perfect for knotting your pearls or your...
Do you know, I've just been asked to knot a pearls. I don't know what this lady obviously has no idea how bad my jewellery making is.
The knotting tool's brilliant.
It's me. Well, I said to her, she said, oh, I need to get my my pearl strand knotted. And I said, oh, I could do that. She's like, it's going to cost me like £45. The necklace didn't even cost me that. And I was like, I'll do it. She gave me her necklace, so I need to sort that out.
Excellent.
So I will leave this at $10.95 for the 4 different colours. Half the stock's already gone, and the 2 of these. Now, are these only for handbag linings? Could you use them? What else could you use them for?
Well, soutache you can use them for. They're a base for anything. If you're doing anything. I tell you what, they look nice behind as well. You know the new lace they've been doing? You could use it for a base if you wanted to put some lace and bead through to it. Anything that you want to base, you could just bead straight onto them.
Right.
Fabulous.
So like a mask, for example?
Oh, they're very, very soft.
A nice cream wire mask.
I'd like to do like a wire cuff and back it with that. So that's on the inside and you can see it coming through your wire cuff. And you could have the edge.
Yes.
You could use it for it's very good for teddy bears' feet paws as well.
Oh, and their noses, it's so soft. A teddy bear's nose. Sorry, that's got nothing to do with this, has it?
No. But no, for the jewellery, it's fabulous. And I mean, I've stuck with the 2-tone, so I've got the purpley one, the violine on the back with the amethyst, and then I put the cream on the front to show off the blue stones.
So depending on what you want to do, if you're
absolutely,
you can have front and back. I love it with the amethyst next to the violine. don't know if you say violin or violin, but it's getting an E at the end, so I'm just saying violin. Now we're going to be joining Alison in about 20 minutes time. It was meant to be 30, but it's only going to be 20 now. Whoops. Because I've got some treats to show you, and I'm going to give just Alison a wee second. Have a wee cup of juice. She will at some point be able to get onto her challenge. But I'll have a really, really short break, and we'll see in the other side of this. We'll be recapping the end of it, don't worry, or not recapping, going through the end of it. We've not finished it. We will be doing that for you and seeing you in just a wee sec, Alison. Thank you.
We've teamed up with some great crafting magazines to offer our customers an exclusive promotion. From the 18th to the 22nd of August, we're giving you the chance to take up a 6-issue subscription to any of the following titles from just $19.99. That's a saving of up to 44%. Take your pick from Crafts Beautiful, Sew, Homemaker, Let's Knit, Make and Sell Jewellery, Paper Crafter, or Let's Get Crafting. Simply go to the website or call 01795 414 964 and quote the discount code JMOffer. Terms and conditions apply. Please see the website for further details. Owning a strand of genuine gemstones is always exciting, but being able to use it in your handcrafted jewellery, then passing it on to its new owner with proof of its authenticity is even more incredible. Why not add one of our printed authenticity cards to your order for just 50p and share that same feeling with your customers? You can also access online authenticity certificates for items you have previously ordered by looking at your order history on your account details. The certificate gives you valuable information about your purchase and is your guarantee of quality and peace of mind from the Genuine Gemstone Company.
Did you know you can purchase incredible jewellery featuring genuine gemstones on our sister channel Gems? Come along and see what treasures you can find.
Tune into The Late Show on Sunday the 24th of August for our Myths and Legends show. Join presenter Ali and guest designer Mark as they focus on the history of gemstones and tell some of the legendary stories that surround some of the world's most precious gems.
So the Myths and Legends show on Sunday night, I'll be taking you through that. It's going to be fab. It's all getting put together by our producer Liam on The Late Show. King Liam, oh yeah. So that's going to be awesome. Looking forward to that. Kings of Leon. King Liam. No, he didn't get it either. Right, so I'm Ali DeFoy taking you through the next, only about 2 hours or 5 minutes left. The gorgeous Alison Tarry is with me. She's been making one of the most outstanding designs on Jewellery Maker to date. It is her Tanzanite and encrusted gem clutch, and we're going to get to see the gorgeous gold bag later. Don't worry, we haven't finished the clutch. We're going to be finishing the plaiting and the round technique in the outside, and just finishing it all together. So we're still to do that, do not worry, but we're going to bring you some other treats in between, and then we'll get back. And Alison's got her challenge as well somewhere.
Oh, my challenge.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, my challenge.
I thought I'd remind you. I didn't go any time, has she? I have some, now these are sort of creme de la creme strands. I have a ruby strand for you now, which is, delicious. All individual pieces as pendants or sets as earrings. These are exquisite rubies that you are just about to fall head over heels deeply in love with. Are you ready for this? July. Oh, I didn't even tell you. We're taking £10 off rubies. I meant to tell you at the start of the show I'm taking a £10 note off your rubies. It's the best ruby strand to get ever. Slight exaggeration, but I really do think it's going to be awesome. Well, it's £10 off rubies. That in itself. I forgot. I was going to tell you. I even wrote, like, this is my rubbish. I shouldn't even show you this because this is just shocking. But look. There. In my head, I'm not going to show you that because that's the price. But there, look, £10 discount. Ruby strand. Look at that shocking writing. My writing's quite nice, but I was scribbling. There was so much to write.
It's
I got a whole
legible.
page of writing. Because today's show is so jam-packed. I don't usually have this much in a show. Well, no, that's not true. I usually have a lot, but usually I don't have time to write down all the price discounts on the Late Show because there's so many. But there's a but when you get £10 off a ruby strand, that's something to shout about. And I totally forgot because I got hypnotised by your handbags.
And it's a stunning strand.
Handbag hypnotisation. No, it is an outstanding strand. It is creme de la creme. Faceted like there's no tomorrow. July's Bristol 4x3mm to 6x4mm, 16cm strand. Could you imagine making somebody a ruby necklace or a ruby clutch? See the gold bag that you've
dangle
made?
them.
You could as dangles.
You could have them in there and dangle them down.
Dangle them off the front of the
Yeah,
handbag lid.
Just down there. On these bits you could have droppers. Would that look stunning?
That
And then they'd
would.
move. And you'd get that sparkle even
See,
more.
I want to put them on the gold bag as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, could you imagine a gold bag, Christmas time, with the rubies spaced in between, or just sort of.
You're going to be busy.
Oh, they are everything you look for in a ruby. They are juicy, they are lustrous. There's £10 off. Did I tell you that? They are £10 off. That's unreal. That is in essence those 2 wire tools that we just discounted with a wire bundle. That means you could get that with the discount. £10 discount is amazing. Oh, so price point you would normally spend on rubies. 25 carats of rubies. What would you expect? Well, to go into a jeweller's and ask for 25 carat ruby piece of jewellery.
A lot.
So that you could
Hundreds.
get any ruby jewellery in a jeweller's for less than £50, just with one
No.
ruby. Anything jewellery wise. I might just do that on my day. Oh, I don't have any days off. In the morning before I come in one day, I might go to a jeweller's and ask if I can get a ruby piece of jewellery, not mention of any carat weight, just a piece of jewellery with rubies incorporated for under £50. Because that's what I'm doing with this. Now, it's not a finished piece of jewellery. I don't want anyone who's tuned in for the first time thinking, oh, that's a ruby necklace. It looks like a finished necklace, but I would get you to restrand it with maybe beading thread or wire, whichever you're going to use, and then attach clasp. So all in essence you actually need is a clasp and some thread. But the price we're going to, you will easily be able to get yourself a clasp and some thread. Luster, quality ruby, as you will know, is part of the corundum family, same family as your sapphires. Now this strand is coming up today, sorry. So together, rubies and sapphires. Yummy or yummy? Yum to the E. Yummy. So, price point on genuine rubies. Should be price for jewellery maker, because we're very, very low in our price thanks to our sister channel who've managed to get amazing buying power thanks to the viewers and yourselves for the past 10 years, allowing us price points for genuine rubies to a £10 discount of £34.95. £34.95. Do you know, my family and I got some rubies for my mum for her birthday. Her birthday's on Christmas Eve, her birthday's on Christmas Day. So we managed to get a pair of earrings, a pendant and a ring, so she could have a whole set. There wasn't any ruby bracelets on our sister channel at the time. So we got that for her birthday. And the three of us, my brother and my father and I, all got together and got three pieces of jewellery for her to have rubies as a gift, because we thought that would be like the ultimate gift, to be able to get rubies for your mum. That is less than price. I couldn't even get one piece of jewellery for that, and that's our sister channel. I still buy off there all the time. I really want a gold bangle off there actually. Sorry, I'm telling you my wish list. But at £34.95, whether you're getting this for yourself or something to pass down the family in generations, personally, this is a connoisseur strand for me. We don't do strands like this every day. When was the last time you saw a ruby strand?
Not like that. I don't think I've ever seen one like that, because they're quite big.
They're all faceted drops. If anyone joined me last night, because we had not last night, when was I last with you? Sunday night. I had a tanzanite strand for £40. All faceted drops. to put these two together would just be fabulous. What gems, or what would you put? Would you put gold spacers in there, silver space? You get all those little bugle beads in between, you can keep them. But what would you put with it, Alison?
I'd put gold with it. I'd put it with precious wire. I'd have gold plated silver. But yeah, I could imagine chrome dioxide with that as well.
Oh. So you're thinking chrome dioxide, I'm thinking faceted black spinel.
Oh yeah.
Only because I just bought a strand.
Oh, did you? There was some on recently.
There was someone recently.
I missed it.
Yeah, someone was presenting it, and I ran. I was about to be joining you on air, and I was late because I ran upstairs to get the call centre to join me. We always have one lady or gentleman in the call centre from Monday to Friday upstairs. Lovely Alita, or lovely Nick, who sorted me out today. Yeah, I got a bicolour tanzanite thanks to Tanya in Nottingham on Friday night. Yeah. See, I'm like you, I can't stop shopping. It's brilliant though. When I think to myself, when is the likelihood of this coming around again? And because I can't think of the likelihood of it coming again, therefore makes me think, well, I'm going to get it now. Because what I would say is you've got 30 days. If you watch over the next 30 days and you do see it again, you'll think, oh, well, I could have got it another day, see how your prices compare. That's what I do, record it. I always do that. Have a look. You get 30 days to make your mind up. If you get this home and think, actually, I could easily have got that somewhere else, because this full price for Jewellery Maker is only $44.95. That for itself is fabulous for 25 carats of genuine rubies. Looking at that clarity, looking at that colour, look at those peaches coming through, that saturation, the juiciness. They've all been cherry picked, haven't they? It's not as if you've just got one or two sort of deep strawberries and then ones with a little bit of pink, and then they're all the same colour. I mean, colour matching, well, I didn't realise, but you learn for 3 years to be able to colour match a gemstone.
I can
Although
imagine.
to be fair, Mark Smith, our guest designer, is probably already there. He's probably spent 3 years colour matching his chips. But no, it's a skill that you have to train for to do it properly, to be qualified to be a colour matcher. 3 years of training to colour match genuine gems. But you get that incorporated for your price, and you've just got a £10 discount on what it actually costs for us to be able to bring this to you. We worked out $44.95 as an outstanding price. Why are we going so low on rubies? I don't know. Why are we going so low? Why not? I love that. I'm not going to complain because you get the discount. I don't think it's right though. I would love you to get this valued, praised. Let me know how you get on. If you do, let me know. I would be over the moon if you do get it valued or appraised. Very regular video. Oh, Tanya, naughty shit, it's Tanya, who I was just talking about. Thanks to Tanya, I've got a bicoloured tanzanite loose stone.
Joking?
No, on Friday night, Tanya bought 2 so I could buy one from her. Because there was only 40 of them and they sold out. $34.95. I have got rubies in my hand. For less than the price of a t-shirt in some of the stores, these designer stores. T-shirt costs you more. I like t-shirts.
That's less than a meal out. You know, it's less than 2 of you going out for a meal.
Exactly.
And you've got that forever.
Forever, ever?
And they're gorgeous.
Forever, ever? Ah, tanzanite. Yeah, we had tanzanite in the handbag, but that was rubies. I was thinking about the bicoloured tanzanite there, that's alright. Tanzanite. We're going to do now. Now, I'm not in agreement with this price, I will warn you now. I'm not happy. It's only been seen once. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Right. Personally, I would charge at least, I would think £10, but at least £5 to put this into jewellery and sell it as a pendant. You've 10 of them. The price we're going, well, it's £5 each plus 2 for free.
Oh, I like those.
These are divine. This is what you would expect in the boutique collection with our Linda, resident designer, but you would get 3 of them.
Yeah.
You don't get 10 faceted stones like this on a strand. I was talking earlier about faceted. Now, right, you can tell it's an exceptional quality stone because I'm looking for a jewellery cloth to clean it. Now, how often do we clean our jewellery on Jewellery Maker? The stones, because of the clarity. On a sister channel, Gems TV, Rocks TV, I'm cleaning them all the time
Yeah.
because they've got clarity, and big fingerprints doesn't do it, well, takes away from the beauty of it. But normally in Jewellery Maker, they're not so much so of that standard, are they?
No.
So to get you an 85 carat amethyst concave, what reminds me of the shape of.
They're gorgeous.
Now, I can't believe you have 10 on this strand. They are, and they graduate as well, which very rarely happens. So you could get a lovely pair of earrings and a pendant set from this easily, more than one, obviously. 15 by 10 mil, 15 by 11 mil to 16 by 12 mil, and it's a 14 centimeter strand. Normally, you would get a couple of these. You're getting 10 of them. I cannot get my head around this. 15, 20, 20. So for 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, this should be at least, worst case scenario, £50 at £5 per stone.
Yeah.
For us, brilliant for you. I'm saying worst case scenario for us, as in if you were looking at a minimum, I mean, you would sell it for a piece of jewellery more than £5, right?
Oh God, yeah.
But I'm saying the worst is that you could break even if these were £5 each. That would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So.
Yeah, but you'd be paying more than £5 each.
Yeah.
For
how much would you expect?
For a fairly simple necklace with one of the stones on, you're looking at about 20. I would have thought, because the clarity is phenomenal. You know, a little bit of wire work around it.
Yeah.
And one beautiful centre piece to set off in it. Yeah, £20.
£20. So that times 10 would be about £200 potentially.
Potentially.
One of my directors is telling me that he was in the Bull Ring the other day and he saw Chips and Nuggets. It's a shopping centre in Birmingham, a little bit like Trafford Centre, in Manchester, and I don't know, Braehead in Glasgow, Scotland. What you're seeing here, he saw sort of nuggets of a gemstone called Tiger's Eye that many people probably know. For what, £4? For some nuggets for £4 each. Were they big nuggets?
£4 each?
Wow. About the size of one of these, of Tiger's Eye, a rough nugget, not faceted, it was about £4. Wow. But bear in mind, if you think about this, and this is with no disrespect to whichever shop it was in, they're going to have to pay for possibly, I'm presuming, the renting of the space. They're going to have to be paying for the middlemen who are going, because unfortunately not everybody is as fortunate as we are in the case that our boss can just fly over to America or fly to Brazil and buy the gemstones and meet the cutters or have them cut with their own cutters in Jaipur in India. So we're in a very fortunate situation here. So, and I think we sometimes forget that, don't we?
Yeah.
Because we own our television studios and we own the building, and we're not renting it. It's something that we own as a company and bring it straight to you. Guest designer Sammy has very kindly taken the time to text us in. We were talking about you earlier, Sammy. All good. You've said, I'm a pendant made simply with one of those for £40 minimum. Quality is expensive. So that's our guest designer Sammy, who's taken the time to drop us a wee message. Thank you very, very much, Sammy. Lovely to hear from you. Oh, sorry. Sammy was saying roughly she would charge about £40 minimum for one of the stones of this quality with some jewellery. So depending on what you might be thinking, oh, I'm not that confident in my jewellery making. I'll say a big hi to you. I'm not that confident in my jewellery making. I've only just started out, so I maybe would think I'll try out at a trial price of maybe £20. But say if we were to do what Sammy was suggesting, obviously you'd have to calculate your working in and your other findings, whatever it may be. Maybe if you need to get some tools or whatever. But £40 for 10 of them, that's £400 potential. Obviously you'd have to count in your other workings, your findings. So say that's £60 on findings and minimum. Let's look at £60. So that's £100. So that's £300 profit. Potentially, if you were to make it. And I appreciate a lot of you might be thinking, oh, but I don't know anywhere where I could sell it for £40. You might be going to one of the fancy hotels. Yeah, fancy hotels. Hairdressers, there's fancy boutique hairdressers that do jewellery in there, jewellery and handbags. It is boutique jewellery. You can have your own boutique jewellery stall. Depends depends what level you want to do in your jewellery making. For me, I mean, could you imagine that quality, that clarity, that as a gift for somebody?
Stunning. Even if you're just having it for gifts.
Do you?
No. Even if you're just having it for gifts or for yourself, the money you're saving on it is phenomenal. You know, we do forget working here.
Oh, absolutely.
That you look at prices of things like rubies.
Yeah.
For under £40.
Well, you've just got a £10 discount on those, so you can put that towards this.
How bonkers is that? You know, we forget, and you go to somewhere else and you say, oh, can I have, how many carats was it? 25 carats?
25 carats.
Can I have 25 carats for rubies, please?
Yeah.
Here's a couple of 20s.
Give you 25 carats. Yeah. Actual carats. Yeah. Here you go, some ruby red carats.
Doesn't happen, does it?
I know, it's crazy, isn't it? But you know what we can do, regular viewers, so I don't want you to be sitting there going, but I know what you can do. I mean, I've got a fellow Scot from Renfrewshire. I'm from Renfrewshire. Joining us here on the telephone. I was in Renfrewshire the other day. Oh yeah. Watching my football team. Less said about that, the better. Yeah, 2 games, 2 bad results.
Oh dear.
So, for $49.90, now I did give you a heads up of this earlier. I did mention if we were to do these at £5 each, which would just be unreal, we've actually managed to achieve that for you. But now normally you would get 3 stones on like this for £49, wouldn't you? 3 or 4?
Yeah.
I mean, if your white quartz, for example, we've brought you white quartz faceted, not too dissimilar, for $49.95 for 1 or 2 or maybe 3. Usually average 3 on a strand. 2 of the sort of 15 by 11 mil, 1 16 by 12 mil. What you're getting here is jam-packed. Maybe as an introduction to your gorgeous greens and your Praisolite, or to know it. Gillian out in Argyll and Butte, in Powith and Berkshire City, Bristol, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. When you get this home, you've got 30 days to think about it. I'm going to show it to you next to the orange sapphire, so you can see the two together, because we're going to do the sapphires now. The brilliance that you're getting from these is unreal. Oh, so many of you have it in baskets. I don't mean to rush you, but you will need to check these out, because these are not going to be here for long at all. Especially if you've seen any of Linda's previous boutique designs and you think, oh, I want to recreate those. That strand will allow you to do that, what, 10 times over. There are not many of these. This is one of the most dreamy golden sunset hues. This isn't just orange sapphire to me, this is more of a sunset hue sapphire.
I adore.
Do you? Are you?
I am. Really love those colours.
It's almost, and I love what you've said there, colours. It's not just one colour, no. It's not just orange. I don't think that really does it justice. It's got your sort of rich oranges with your goldens in there, with your strawberries in there, but your paparadasha hues as well in there. So flashes of pinks and sunset hues of sapphires. You've got a really, really special strand here. They're not just orange, because it's not. There's lovely plays of colour within these. There's lovely glows from each one. Each one looks alive. Each one looks sort of vibrant, like a bubbling, blowing, glowing ember. They are really, really lively, these stones. The brilliance that you're getting, the lustre from each one individually. And the quality here is so special. In Shropshire and Surrey and Nottinghamshire and Gyle and Butte, so many of you have taken the time to join us in advance for this one. 15 carats of some of the most exceptionally faceted as well as hand-picked. I mean, these have got the most intricate, I don't know if you can see that very well, but when you see it with your own naked eye, the most intricate diamond-shaped facets known as brilliant facets. Intricacy there in your facets is to a T. Bearing in mind, just because you can facet one stone or even a sapphire doesn't mean you can facet a sapphire from every location. That's all to do with the minerals present, all to do with the heat and the temperature. I mean, the reds that are coming through here, the strawberry flashes, the paparadasha hues that are in there for the paparadasha sapphire or papadasha, however you say it. Lots of people say it differently. It's got those hues in there, absolutely. The oranges, the pinks, the strawberries, and these are gorgeous. Gorgeous. Oh, can I just check the location on these if we have it by any chance? Sometimes we just tell you where we've sort of bought it, but doesn't mean it's where it's from. Thai sapphires. I went to Thailand when I first joined this company. I was taken over there for a workshop and to learn. I know, I got to go to Thailand when what? Amazing. Unfortunately, it was monsoon season, so all the mines were closed. So I didn't get to go to our Sapphire mine or visit the mines, but I went over there and I met some of the colour matchers, and I met the lapidarists over there at the time. We've now got our main offices now in Jaipur in India, but at the time when I started 8-9 years ago, it was in Thailand. And the quality of gemstones that you have here, Cumbria, Shropshire, Surrey, Nottinghamshire and Galloway, you will need to make sure you get a hold of at least one of these. Where? That it? Oh, forget everything I've just said, we're about to give it away. That's not even... 25 pounds. That's like, what, 2/3 of the price of a t-shirt? In those fancy stores, they pay £35 to £45 for a t-shirt. As I said, I like t-shirts, but not at that price. I like sapphires at this price.
I do.
£25. If you'd set money away for sapphires for 15 carats, would you not have put more than £2 a carat aside?
Oh yeah. I mean, you could make an absolute stunning ring with those. And like you said, shaded orange, it is. There's this graduation. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And that's the sort of, you don't get that, do you?
No.
It's so natural. It's
so
stunning.
time consuming to get that quality of colour.
Stunning.
I couldn't understand the colour matching when I was in Thailand. I was looking at lady colour matching and I couldn't understand why she had 3 different piles. She went, no, but when the angle catches this facet at this light, it's a different colour, so that goes in that pile. I was like, but it looks the exact same.
Yeah.
What? Could not
Incredible.
understand for love nor money. And at £25, that's not even a pound. That's not even £2 a carat. That for me is one of the most amazing treats. So special. And if you have any fire opal at home, and you were to mix that in. Oh, or the rubies that we just had.
Or the opal you had earlier.
Or the opals, the Australian opals, they sold out. We did have some Australian opals earlier. With your rubies. Or gold and yellows, you might have some sapphires at home. There's an amazing design inspiration coming up with gold.
What? Oh.
Yeah, your bag
That'd be
that
me.
you did. That would be you, designer Alison. That design inspiration would be incorporating you. Just for today though, not normally. So if you wanted to put some gold, maybe it'd be gold findings. I'm just putting that next to it so you can see. But earlier on, now this is sold out, so I don't want you. There aren't any available, unfortunately. But if you did get it, no, actually, I'm not sure about that. Nah, changed my mind. Definitely with some gold findings. Try and check that out before it goes. There are a few available, but obviously that's not going to be there for long. And that's amazing. It's amazing. Could you put it with turquoise?
Oh yeah.
Wow. There may be some turquoise left. If at all, you will need to be very, very quick. It's that look of your Sleeping Beauty turquoise from the USA. It's from USA. Good luck on that one. I hope to goodness you get some of that, because that's just lovely. Lovely. And it comes in a wee pushy as well, a wee pouch. Yeah, you get a wee fancy. I don't know why I call it a pushy. Sound a little bit fancier than a pouch. Pushy. You get one of those. It comes in. But I'm going to jump on to make sure we get this. Your design, but this is you, Alison.
This is me.
Alison
Right,
Tarry's
okay.
design inspiration. This is you. Just in case you forgot. Ooh. Ooh. These are, they're quite weighty, these are. Right, gold coated. It's not solid gold, it's gold colour. Just before you all buy it out because you think it's gold. Gold colour for your pyrite. Now it's called lemon gold colour, but it doesn't look lemony to me. But what it does look like is your sort of 24 karat gold yellow. It's that bright yellow. 3 to 4 millimeter in size. They graduate on a 29 centimeter strand. They are the graduated plain rounds. This is one here. So they graduate from the 3 mil to the 4 mil, and then the faceted ones are from 2x2 to 3x3, 38 centimeters in your faceted rondelles, and they graduate as well. Slightly more in this strand. This is a 38 centimeter strand, so you get a few extra. Few extra centimeters on that one. That's the faceted ones, that's a wee bit longer. Then I'm going to go for your, oh, I like these shapes. These are pretty. These are your rounds. Hello. Oh, I like these. These are your clear quartz plain coins, which are 4 to 7 mil. 30 centimetre strand, and you're getting 50 carats there. Oh, I like this sand. I like this a lot. It's not often. I'm presuming as a designer, you get lots of treats to design inspirations. Yeah. Do you get many flat coins?
No.
Especially clear quartz?
They're gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Humana, how lovely are you? Wait till I show you this. Hi, if you just tuned in, I'm Ali and Alison. To be fair, my birth name is Alison. We've got for you here huge cornelian irregular plain drops from 5 by 2 mil, to 11 by 6 mil, 30 centimetre strand on 60 carats of cornelian. Top drilled for you, regular drops. They're almost sort of pear-shaped, the majority of them. I don't want to say that because they're not all, but they're very, very close to all pear shapes. Can you see that? As opposed to regular drops. I've got more in this. We've got white beryl. Now, white beryl isn't white. It's like a creamy colour. Let me show you this. So your white beryl reminds me a little bit of what you would have with your sort of Ethiopian opal rounds or your Australian opal rounds. You could maybe mix that in. I think it'd be lovely. Here's some Australian opals so you could see.
It's got that more creamy
more
side of it, isn't it? Yeah.
Creamy caramel tone, isn't it? So you can mix that with that. That's your. So that's why you understand when I say white beryl doesn't look white. But when you've got clarity in your white, it's your goshenite. But you need to have clarity for it to be goshenite. Your white beryls, you've got more, not as translucent. So, then, humana garnet time. This is Indian garnet. These are fabulous. Wait till you, these are alive. These got the most beautiful flash in the middle of these. Oh, hello. Talking about these, a couple of my friends have got garnet engagement rings. They are just divine. I don't think garnet anywhere near gets enough respect or time on it.
I love garnet.
I do too.
And coming up to Christmas, garnet and diopside.
Wrong, can you?
Or garnet and peridot.
January's birthstone. Or there's zavarite. I've not got diopside, but I've got zavarite garnet.
Those two together are stunning.
With a little bit of gold.
I mean, that's Christmas. There you go. That's Christmas, isn't it?
Oh, I do love Christmas. Right, stop, Ali. It's like, what, 19 Fridays to Christmas?
Oh, you're joking.
Something like that.
Oh.
Maybe even less now. I didn't tell you that.
Taking
your zavarite garnet away so that, the glow. It's the glow that they have. They're amazing. I am in love. These are your Rajasthan garnets. I know it doesn't say that on the screen, but they are. They've got your purples in there, your blend of your pyrite and your almandine garnets, your red and your purple. These are Rajasthan beautiful garnets. I could talk about that all day. I've got one more strand to show you. Yeah, I have more. That garnet strand, I didn't even tell you the size, did I? Garnet plain ovals, nothing plain about them, other than the fact that it's not faceted. 8 by 5 mil. That's larger than an average oval solitaire for a ring. 31 centimetre strand, 75 carats of garnet. Brand new. Just for you, Alison, Tarry. Citrine. Oh, beautiful faceted rondelles, which are golden as you like. Hello. Loving this. This is your genuine citrine faceted rondelles from 3 by 2 mil to a big 5 by 3 mil, 30 centimetre strand, 40 carats. Now obviously we sometimes zoom in on the camera so you can get a closer look on it, but we always put, if we don't put it on the screen, I'll always tell you the description and the sizes of them just so you can get your head around that. But these are coming in as your gorgeous 40 carats of citrine. So all of these together should be how much? But that should be the garnet alone. Oh, right. It should be, I can't believe I'm saying this as a should be price. Are you sure with that many garnets? And that much brand new citrine. All right, we should be 32.65. But we're not going to be. To where? You're giving us too much money back today, Helena. Stop it. You're too good to us. £25.
Wow.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I expect the citrine strand to be £14.95 absolute minimum. I expect your garnet strand, quality wise, to be at least £14.95. So for those two together, I'm looking at £30, well, £26 for those two.
Yeah.
The garnets and the citrine.
Well
Pyrite, I know we can do a better price on that now and again, so I would say pyrite £4.95 each as a giveaway jewellery maker price. So that would be about £9 for the two pyrites. Because £4.95 we can, we're not allowed to, but if I'm being naughty, as part of a bundle, £4.95 I could do for both of the pyrites. Clear quartz, how useful are they, Alison?
Oh, useful for everything. But those are so clear, and those were stunning. Would make a beautiful, just doing a simple ladder weave with those and then just throwing in the odd garnet. That would, the sparkle you get from that clear quartz, it's the same as the one in the last kit. The clear quartz is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
So would it be a good idea possibly to think, if you're sitting at home thinking, oh hold on, I mean I got the first one, I could maybe put these two together and use some of these and mix these in with the, I mean could we use the citrine with the handbag? I mean we've got a new handbag. In fact, should we go and see Alison? £24.95 for all this. Carat weight total on this is 385 carats. Not that I counted. I did count before the show. If I had a hammer, got hammers possibly coming up for you later, which is amazing to see. We did have a fire opal bundle, or sorry, we did have carnelian in a bundle earlier. It was sort of fire opal colours, but it was carnelian. There wasn't any fire opal today. But if I put all that together,
this would be a perfect bundle to do the blue bag with. If you did the blue bag in gold and put these colours with it, it would look amazing. Absolutely incredible.
So you could still do that with the sizes of the stones.
Yeah.
Maybe not so much the nuggets. Would they be more droppy ones, the carnelian, or would that be still okay?
Sorry to lean over you. Excuse me. Shove you out the way.
Lean all over me whenever.
Can I borrow this strand?
Yeah, fire it in. Fire it in. The colour. Fire it in.
If you put them, well, I'd tend to put them perhaps on the lid and have them dangling down, but you could put them along there, so they drop down, so they literally hung in the gap below the curve.
So it would be the bottom layer.
Yeah, so you wouldn't want to put them on the top layer, but if you put them in the bottom layer so that they drape down, they'd look phenomenal. You could certainly use that bundle to do this bag. It would look slightly differently, but hey, that's what it's all about.
And then use your gold wire.
Yeah. I'd use the hematite round the bottom, the gold.
Pyrite.
Pyrite, sorry, not hematite.
No,
pyrite.
Hematite, but it is pyrite.
Pyrite, sorry.
It's all right.
But the others will indeed do all of the bits.
Because they are rounds, just like that you used in the pirate rounds for the bottom.
But you'd get a different feel because you've got different shapes. But that's not a bad thing. That's a super thing. You know, and keep your garnets as your feature on the top. Certainly could.
I love this bundle. So just so you know, we've got wire in gold coming up because Alison's second bag. So excited. Right, so we could make the bag Alison the blue made with all of these.
Absolutely.
And are we going to quickly see the weave for the end of this one, and then we'll start the gold bag?
Yeah, the gold bag doesn't take anywhere near as long, nor is it anywhere near as complicated as the blue bag.
Yeah, it totally doesn't look it.
It isn't, honestly. The gold bag is easy peasy.
All right, I'm making a gold bag tonight then when I go home.
Beginners. Honestly.
As if.
It is. Beginners.
Okay.
Right.
So don't worry if you just tuned in. We were making this bag earlier. You can watch back in the design inspiration to see how to make all the other parts, the lid, the two sides, But what we're going to do now, or I'm presuming Alison's going to do it, is how to do the plaiting for the top, which goes all the way around.
Yeah, yeah. Right, to do the plaiting, what I did is I took 1 metre times 9 strands.
Okay.
To plait.
So 9 metres.
9 metres. I'm not going to do it with 9 metres here.
Yeah, no, so, that might not be enough room.
Now it's with the 0.1. This is quite. It is. If you've got dexterity issues, you might want to do it with a slightly lighter gauge, maybe a 0.8.
Okay.
Ow.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry. No, it wasn't you. It was me cutting myself.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4. I meant to do this before. I did have these all cut. 5.
Apparently we're going to take some pounds off your gemstones.
6. Right.
You've got any pounds to take off? Did
We'll
you say 9 or 6?
Yeah, but we'll do it with 6. It's the same. It's a plait. You need 3 sets.
Oh, so you're just going to do it with
We'll
2?
do it with 6, with 2 strands for each one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you just add an extra one for each clump.
You can do it with 2. You can do it with however many you want. But the more you do it with, the harder it gets to turn round.
For sure.
I did the bag with 3 strands each.
Okay.
Okay. And I used the clamp to hold it.
So just so you know, the stones that you've just all got, which was at £24.95, is now £21.95, which should have been higher than all of that anyway. It should have been £32 something. So we've just taken more than £10 off again.
Oh, I hope he's gone for his.
Nearly £10, you jokers. Right, this is the clamp. We're going to put the price in, so if you need it to get a hold, it's like a proper industrial clamp, isn't it?
It's a proper work one, isn't it?
Yeah. There's nothing girly about this.
So you
apart
clamp
from the pink top behind it.
You'd clamp it to a table.
Yep.
Now, no, you clamp.
What way? Oh yeah, I was right the first way.
Yeah, so you hold it that way.
Oh, you clamp it on the side.
And you clamp it onto the table. That's the table, and you clamp it on.
So Alison's
so
hand
if you be the table, we're not going to clamp it to you.
Please don't.
And just hold it. You just hold it. Right. You then get all your wires.
Once my hand model to a clamp holder. No, to a table. Not even a clamp. I'm a table.
Oh, this is the one that swivels. Cool. Make sure you've got your swivel clamp down, because the top. That's so handy. My clamp at home, which I've had for many, many years, this is phenomenal. My clamp at home is so you get that. So if you're at the table, you can't move that, so you have to manoeuvre to get in the right angle to use it.
Oh,
that
but if
you can swizzle it round.
Oh yeah, so if the table's there and you don't want to necessarily work in a certain direction, you turn it.
You can turn it.
Awesome.
How fab is that?
So you've got an even better clamp than Alison's.
I can't believe the price you're selling it for.
What price are we selling for? £7.95. Well, there you go. I don't buy clamps often, but I'm sure you'll know that. Well, you've just told me it's phenomenal, so I'll go
because
with you.
It's solid. Well, you know, you're holding it. It's absolutely solid. Right, so I'm just going to tighten that up. There's a lot of different plaits that you can do. Just going to pull that out a little bit so it doesn't clip. So all you do then is you're making a basic plait, like you would with your hair. It's very simple.
If I move, does that make it easier for you?
Ooh.
You're right.
Yeah, it's all right. There you go. If we do this, so you find the top one can sometimes look a bit funny, but then I'm going to turn it like that and make it bend. So can you see how I'm using my thumb to push it round? If I do it that way round. So I'm putting my thumb to act as a fulcrum to turn the wire round and pushing it round my thumb, and you'll get a more even plait.
Just so you know, we've only got how many? Half the stock gone already, so over the half the stock. We started with 60, I've got less than 30 of these left.
The clamps are a phenomenal price. Really are, because it's a good solid clamp.
I want to get my brother one for his own business, because my brother's very quickly summing up a glazier, but that doesn't really do him any justice. But yeah, they have tools like this all the time. I'm thinking I could get some of these. He would use these. So
you get your plait. Now you could do it with 2 strands. This is a bit more uneven because we're kind of doing it.
My table's moving.
But you build it. Now I haven't mastered the art of getting it perfect from the start, so I always allow a bit extra.
Oh, okay.
and I snip it off.
There's
and
no
apart from
harm
that,
in
you're gonna clamp your bits in. So don't worry if the first bit, don't expect it to be perfect, because until you've got it going.
Yeah, it takes a wee minute.
Yeah. Okay, so if I go back to my metre, a metre of plait gives you about, it shrinks, so it's about, I think, about 80 centimetres of plaited material, which is actually too much for the bag, but it's great for other things as well. Okay, so that's what the 3 plaits looks like.
Just to let you know, somebody said, does the clamp mark the wire? Now, it will do right at the top, but you're going to cut that top bit off anyway, so it doesn't matter.
The bit, well,
let me undo it so you can see. Should I do that?
Yeah. You could wrap it in a scrap piece of chamois leather or something like that to help protect it, but the chances of you getting it out unmarked from a clamp are fairly slim. You're really forcing it. I mean, I don't think it's marked massively. It's certainly, if you wanted to use it there and tuck it underneath, and that's using it rough, so it was moving around a lot.
Yeah, it wasn't even clamped onto the table. I was trying to hold it. But what you could do is, you say, cut it off, or just, can you put a little bit of nylon on the top and the bottom?
Yeah, or a piece of chamois leather, or a bit of leather, or something that'll take the strain of it being marked, or a bit of foam, or
but you want to
tape.
cut that bit off anyway. What are you going to do with the bent bit?
I mean, you could bend it under if you wanted to use that as part of the fastening.
Well, you can't even see that when you bend it over anyway.
No, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's a bit like using the wire twister tools. You never use the bit that's clamped in.
No.
Well, generally you don't, unless it's half of it. So let me go to a smaller piece, because that's far too big. So what you need to do is you measure it all the way around your bag. You want 3 sides of your bag. So depending on how big your bags come out, you want the 3 sides and the 2 sides and the bottom, 3 edges in one piece, and then you want a separate piece for the top. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, what I did with the hematite, it was hematite in this kit, wasn't it? That's why I was getting it mixed up.
I think it was actually pyrite.
Was it coated pyrite as well?
I think it was coated pyrite. Sorry.
No, don't. Please correct me. I have the memory of a goldfish. That's been a bit generous, actually. Right. So again, I put it on a strand of wire, and then I put it between 2 pieces of the 1 mil. Put it on a strand of 0.4. Put it between the 2 pieces of the 1 mil, and literally just overhand wrapped so that you caught the stone. And if you can you see how the wire catches in? Can you go in a bit on that? There you go. So the wire literally goes over the stone and round. Literally all you're doing is going round and round and round between each stone, holding it in place, and you get a very firm piece of wire. And if you push, you make sure all your stones, see how are at the top side, because they will slip through. Push all your stones, make sure they're all on the top, then that's how the stones act as a bit of a foot.
Yeah,
for the bag.
That's how it sits up so nicely.
Yeah. And then all I've done is put one of those strands either side of my plait.
Yeah.
And
so you would need to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those with one colour, with one gemstone.
No, I did
6 of these.
One strand actually went all the way around that bag once I'd put it on.
Oh, so
one strand of that went all the way round in one piece.
Oh, so you don't need to make 3 sections.
No.
Ah, right. So you would make 2 big long ones. Is that right then?
Because I had 2 strands in mine, I think by mistake, I was greedy.
All right.
So if you're just doing the bottom with the pyrite, and then up the sides with the spare random gemstones, then put your bottom in the middle, make sure it measures right, and then fill it so it's all one piece, but you've got different gemstones on it.
So in turn you have 2 pieces and then 1 big piece of the. So that's it. So it's not.
So it's only 3 pieces. That's
so much easier.
And then you just get each side, and all you're doing again is back to stitching. Is you're stitching through your loops, through one of the wires, through your loops, through one of the wires.
If you can see that there, if I lift that up.
And that's for the sides and the bottom.
Should be there. This is the top, but you can see just linking in between.
It doesn't show. Yeah, that's
no,
it.
You got, that's what I'm saying. It's quite hard to show it, but.
And then obviously you're going to bend that as a whole. Now, that's 9 strands, 3 lots of 3 of 1 mil. So it's obviously now a lot tougher to bend.
It's quite taut.
And then you've got another 4 strands of reinforced wire on the side of it. So it's going to take quite a bit of pressure to bend it up.
Just so you know, there are only 10 or less than 10 clamps left. So if everybody in the web or on the phone lines checks out, they're sold out completely. So if you are interested, that's $7.95, which I'm presuming you are because you put it in your basket. Just try and check it out. So hopefully you'll get one.
And then once you've put it up, then all you're going to do is stitch your front panel and your back panel onto it, and we'll do the hinge when we do the gold bag. I'll show you how to hinge the lid, and then that's it. That's all your bits of the bag done.
All your parts, all your sections. Yep. Oh my gosh! You want to make one now, don't you? Are you sitting at home trying to do it? Yes, yes. So I'm going to move the bag on because we've now just seen how to make it. So sorry.
No.
And we've got your gold bag, which has got a hinge in it, which is going to be the same hinge idea for this.
Exactly the same hinge.
We'll make with the gold one now, because apparently this is for beginners.
The gold one is so easy.
Beginners can.
Let me dig me gold bits out.
It looks so easy, totally. Looks like I could whip one of those up in about, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Oh, well, maybe not 10 minutes, but...
I was being facetious. There's no way I can
maybe
make
not
this.
10 minutes. But it doesn't take anywhere near as long.
Love this.
Now, I've kept that quite simple. It's just got a few of the gemstones. There's so many of those gemstones left. It's got the garnets, which are adorable, and some of the beautiful citrine.
It looks like a little rose.
I know, doesn't it come out great? And
gorgeous.
that's just a simple beady bead, which if we get time I'll go through it, but the beady beads in the I think that's in the kit you get for the starters.
Yeah, we show you how to do the beady beads on the website and also in tutorials on YouTube, so don't worry, we can teach you that, no bother.
Now if you really wanted, you could
we want to know how to make the bag.
The hematite, which
the pyrite.
Say it again, the pyrite.
You just want hematite today, don't you?
You could make a couple of smaller beady beads, 4 smaller beady beads, and put them as feet underneath.
Oh yeah.
So you could put little beady feet, 2 on each side of the bag, because it does stand up, but it sort of flops over.
Well, no, it'll sit to like more one side or the other.
So if you wanted to, you could put beady feet on it.
I want beady feet.
Beady. Sorry. Right, the bag. You get a lot more in this bag.
A clamp has sold out, just so you know, so we're going to pop some wire up there for you so you can make this bag.
Right, I've used 1.5 wire.
So we'll put that on for you now. That's this one here. Oh, it's quite heavy.
It's quite chunky, but it gives it complete structure.
Right.
Okay. So you want to make an oblong, a square, however big you want your bag to be.
This big.
About that big. You want to bend it. You basically want to make your square or your oblong. So you make your like I say, we're not talking.
Do you want me to help?
Yeah, thank you. Right, again.
$9.95 for the wire. Sorry. That's awesome. Sorry.
And you'd get at least you'd get 2 bags out of it.
2 bags?
2 bags out of it.
I thought you were going to say 2 sides. No.
No. 2 bags. Because again, that was a.
It's only 10 meters.
Yeah.
I'm saying only, but like we've had 100-meter reels, so this one you wouldn't think you get that many bags out of it. Everybody wants to make this bag, Alison. My phone lines are going crazy.
Right, so I'm just going to use a bit of a scrap piece. I've used 2 different wires in this bag.
Gauge wise.
And usually for me, there is no 0.4 in it anywhere.
Is there 0.6?
No.
Oh.
Is it? Well, no. Right, okay. This bit, no, I did say when I told them what I'd used, you can either use 0.8 or 0.6.
Ah, okay.
I
just found this on my table.
No, it is absolutely fine with either, and I did say that to them because I wasn't sure what was. I kind of made this as not as an afterthought. Originally we were going to do 1 bag, but we crammed another one in.
I was going to say, I was told we were making 1 bag today, we've got 2.
So I did, and I sort of said, have you got any of this? But you can use 0.6 or 0.8 is absolutely fine.
So you might have some 0.6 at home, you might have some 0.8 at home, great, you can use that. If you don't have either, go for the 0.8 because we've got that for you today, or if you can find 0.8 on the website,
0.6.
whichever.
Yeah.
Sorry, this is 0.6.
Yeah.
So you can use either or.
Yeah, it's absolutely fine with either. It holds its shape. You know, what you might find when you're doing the 0.6, you might either want to use another strand while you're doing it, wiggle it through more. You know, you can just bulk it up because it'll be thinner than doing it like that. But it's honestly, 0.6 is fine.
Perfect. So, sorry, my producer's thinking, what
Absolutely
wire have you got now? 1.5 mil is the one we're using for the structure, which is the one we've got the price on the screen, and we have got a 0.6, but we'll show you that in a wee minute.
Right, so that's our frame.
Yes.
We now need the bulgy bit.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to leave that at the top.
I love it. It's like a bag Galinda would have from Wicked.
Now, depending on how fat a bag you want, depends on where your bulge comes. So that is going to give you a lot fatter bag at the bottom than that, say. Okay, now I've made it so that it's graduated. There's no reason why you can't actually make it a bit of a D shape and have almost a round barrel bag.
I like this
You
one.
could play with it. You could make a heart bag. You could really play with the shape. You could make it square. Play with it. Play with it. All you need is your main shape. Uh-oh.
I love this bag.
I get a feeling of deja vu.
I love it. I love this. My producer's been, Ali, you can have that one if I can have the blue one.
Right. Now, the thing you want to remember is, let me cut that off. I very rarely, point of note, I very rarely use my flush cutters to cut such a heavy wire. In fact, I'm going to put them there because that was force of habit, and get another pair of cutters. So, the important thing is, whichever is your side length, you want that to fit. So, it doesn't matter because you just squish it down more and it becomes fatter. So you see you get like a butt corner or ears. So you make 2 of those.
Dumbo ears.
And then we just use a bit of scrap, and it doesn't matter what size, whatever you've got to hand, and wire that in.
Sorry, I'm hypnotised by this. I just realised everyone at home sitting in my face like this. Forget where I am sometimes.
It's
amazing.
This is such a simple design. Everybody can have a go at this. Like I say, once you've got your frame...
I was waving to the ladies in the workshop. They're all waving to me. Wave again! Bye. So it looks like you really were.
No, it's not that time to go, is it?
I don't know.
They're not going.
They all want this bag. That's why they're all watching. They're all in the bag.
This one is anybody. The other one's got a lot more techniques in. This is just so easy. Honestly, it's so
Totally looks
easy.
it.
It is. Right, so we've wired on one ear, and you would wire on another ear. So you sit with bookends. Okay? Don't worry about that piece, we'll deal with it later.
Quite a lot of people have this in the basket, which is great to see. But half the stock is gone, so if you are after this one, do check it out when you can. There's about half of you who have it, so there'll be about quarter of my stock left if everyone checks out. But I'm just going to move on to the 0.6 wire gauge on the website and the phone lines on the television, just so you can see that as well. But we're going to continue with what Alison's doing.
Do you want me to use some of the
here.
the 0.6 to do it and show you the difference?
Is there a difference much?
No,
do you want some? Do you want me to pull it out for you?
Let's have. Right, I use quite big lengths.
So as in, you're going to lose most of your wire, is what she's telling you?
No, you're not going to lose it. Go like that. 3 times. Yeah. Okay.
I'm only small.
And again. And again. Oh!
Oh, sorry. I'll get it. Don't worry.
We'll just throw the bit on the floor.
Me and wire have a funny relationship. I like it. It doesn't seem to like me.
You don't have to use this longer length because you can tie it in more. So this will give you a slightly more delicate... Oh, you're right.
Gosh, yeah.
It's a long way down there.
That's hard work.
Oh, sorry. I've just thrown the other one on the floor.
You did that on purpose, didn't you?
You can't get the staff, can you? Bless you. Never work with me again.
No, I hurt my knee. I have to go and see the physio about it.
Oh no. I'd have got it.
Don't know what I've done to it, but
right.
no, it's fine.
The easiest
it's
way
not that painful.
The easiest way I found to do it was start in the middle of your long lengths. Okay? Now, it doesn't matter where you start, anywhere on this frame. We want to do...
I'm excited to wear this
this
price.
side,
$14.95.
that side,
Sorry,
and the
your
bit
price
in the
has
middle.
just gone down. Forgive me.
Blimey.
$14.95 for the wire. It should be 19.
That's good.
£5 off.
For the 2 reels?
No, you get... Right. Yeah, nice try, Alison. I've managed to get that £5 off. You can get one for free.
God loves a trier. You can.
Yeah, exactly. That's my favourite statement. God does love a trier. So you get the 0.6 one. We've already brought you the... Well, it was only $9.95 for the 1.5, to be fair. But yeah, we're taking £5 off, which gives you, what, £4.95 towards this. Okay, or £5 towards this one. So there's a 0.6 which Alison is using for now. Which
if we're saying we're going to get 2 bags and you'll have a load of the 0.6 left over, out of the £14.
Yeah, or sorry, £14.95 plus the £9.95.
Yeah.
So that's £25.
Just say £25, and you're going to get 2 bags and have a load of the 0.6 left over. So.
But as long as you charge more than £50 for your bag.
For £10 you get in a bag. And some of the gemstones. So for 50, what did we say? £20 plus how much were the gemstones?
So if you're looking at £25 for the 2 wires, you've barely used any gemstones. So in all honesty, you could use some gems from your stash.
Yeah.
To save, if you're thinking I've already got some gems, I've just bought some, or I bought the earlier ones that I want to use. So £25 for 1 bag. As long as you sold, and you can make 2 bags. As long as you sold 1 bag for £25, you've got
all your wire.
You've got all your wire covered.
Could you imagine those though? I think they'd be absolutely fab.
I'd expect that to be like £100 odds. For a flower girl with the petals. Oh.
Right. What I've done is I wrapped it round twice. So holding the 3 together. The whole idea of this is you want to hold the three wires flat together. So I've wrapped it round twice round the ear. I'm going to call them ears because they're like ears to me. And then I've wrapped it round twice round the base. Okay. And then you start just wiggling it anywhere. Bearing in mind you'd have 2 ears on. Each time you go to the side, I tend to wrap it round twice because it just helps firm up the structure. Because eventually this will stop doing this.
It's like Rapunzel's hair.
Yeah. And then you just start wiggling it. Think of any other way, wherever you like, putting little kinks in. I'm going to come down to the bottom. I'm going to go wrap it round twice round there. Then I'm going to go back up through that gap. I might come over there, go through that gap, and that's all you're doing is building up just a maze. And then I'm going to go round there. Like I say, the trick is you're keeping the 3 of them flat together.
This is amazing.
See how quick that starts building up?
Were you watching Rapunzel when you started making this?
No. I don't think I've ever seen Rapunzel, the Disney.
Have you not?
No. I'm woefully lacking in Disney.
I don't think it's called, it's not called Rapunzel, wasn't it? What's it called?
I've read the book.
Oh.
Rapunzel, let down your long hair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read the book. But I've never seen the Disney.
My hair goes on forever and it glows. This.
Then when you want to come to the end, wrap it a couple of times round. Make sure that the ends are in the middle. Snip them off. And then just use your pliers to make sure there's no ends sticking up. And then carry on with the other side. I tried to minimise the number of sets of strands I had, just to minimise the number of joins really, but it doesn't matter if it's quite an art. You tend to start flinging wire everywhere. And I'm sitting next to my husband and he objected to sort of getting, because they flick, the ends kept flicking in. Puts up with a lot, does my husband.
Oh.
But you see, even with the 0.6, that's already becoming quite firm.
It is, isn't it?
that's the 0.6, and that is the 0.8. So it's, there you go.
Depends how dainty, I guess, you want your bag to be. If you want more of a daintier look, you might use the 0.6, would you say? And then if you wanted...
It is giving a more delicate look. Now, there's nothing to stop you at some point, say here, let's go round that one twice, just to anchor that there, and then threading on some gemstones, shutting it up again to 3, and then carrying on and doing that around the bag and having some gemstones. So if you wanted to
introduce one of your many strands that we've just offered to you there,
you could start introducing them all over the bag if you wanted.
The screens are at the bottom, no, the strands are at the bottom of your screen, the screens at the bottom of your strands.
Yeah.
$21.95, you get all of them, 2 pirates, Citrine, one of the richest, looking out about £3.50 per strand for $21.95 for the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, 7 strands.
Bonkers.
And $14.95 is the price of your 0.6mm gauge wire, which you get 100 meters of. And then we also brought you a 1.5mm wire gauge of 10 meters. The call centre can help you with both.
If you haven't got 1.5, is there any left, or is it all gone?
Yeah, we still have some 1.5mm gauge. Cool. Yep.
You could use some of the twisted wire if you've got some of the twisted wire.
All right.
I tried. I don't think it would be. It would be better with the heavier gauge.
Right.
Really is.
So your 1.5 is the one to go for.
Yeah,
really.
It just makes it so much easier.
But it's a bag, and you also have to think. Well, personally, I'm thinking I want to put stuff in it.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, you want to use this one. The other one, you think, oh, that's a special occasion. I've got to be careful where I'm going with this. This one is, you know, if you did it in a different colour wire, if you imagine doing it in copper, you could take it out with you, because it will hold stuff. I'm
not running off with the handbag and the gemstones. I'm about to run off with the handbag and the gemstones.
not for another hour. She's not.
No.
So then you and then you just add in, so you can see how quick that with one strand starts building up, and you start taking this and following the line you've got of your ears all the way over till you get a completed half.
That's
right.
Fabulous.
Now the bit we need to do for both of them is to make
the hinge.
Now, with our Gizmo,
do you need a Gizmo?
I've got a Gizmo.
I've got a wire Gizmo here.
You see?
If I had a Gizmo, I have a Gizmo in the morning. Do you want me to get some?
That's all right. Yeah.
Oh, I open everything, Alison.
On the bottom.
From the bottom, yeah. What one would you use? Right. There are 5. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 5 different sizes. Yeah, this is the deluxe one. Nothing other than deluxe for us, Alison. Which one did you use?
Right.
Did you want to
I wanted to do was have it so that the 1.5 would go through.
Right.
So, but I didn't want it rattling around too much.
Okay.
So
no rattling.
It's the middle-sized one that you've got there.
The one that I'm playing with at the minute.
Yeah. There you go. That one.
Do you want me to be your clamp again? I could be a table.
So, you know, you
want
want
something. She doesn't want me to be her clamp, just her table.
you want, and the deluxe one, of course, comes with the
clamp at the bottom.
Yeah. Right. So you need 2 coils, okay, and then we're going to put the 1.5 through it. Oh, she's put it down quick.
Yeah. Only for a second while I'm being a table.
And again, it would work with the 0.6 or the 0.8.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. 0.4 you couldn't do it with, it would be too thin, and I wouldn't try it with the 1 because it would be a nightmare. So if we can turn that round the other way, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop. There you go. Thank you very much. Just wrap that round the top. Now, you want to do, I think I did approximately 15 coils, and I haven't counted.
10, 11, 12. 13, 14, 15.
Which is just over a centimetre-ish. It's about a centimetre. Then what I used was one of the other small ones to make a gap. So I put the other Gizmo coil there and pulled the wire to get a bit of a, and if I, there you go, you see, what I've done to get this drop here, because this is the bit we're going to use to attach it to the bag.
Okay.
So if you had it level with the bottom of the gizmo, you've got nowhere to put the wire to put it on the other bag. Right, now you're going in 2 different directions with the clamp. So this time we're going to be, there you go.
Go gizmo in the opposite direction.
Opposite direction.
Oh, I forgot to count. I was hypnotised.
Okay.
Sorry. So
you keep doing that until you've got 1 short of the length of your bag.
Right.
Okay.
So yours, it works out, is it 4?
Yeah, mine have worked out at 4. So you want to have enough gizmos, but not all the way, because you want to be you want each side to have an attachment at the end, at each end. And I've done them so small. If you did it in 3 big lots, one side would have attached either end, and the other side would be very loose. Yeah. Okay. So once we've got the first gizmo is easy, because you're just doing it and getting your gap. The second gizmo, you've got to try and match as you go along, because you want the gizmos to fit in the gap. So you do keep measuring, okay? And then once you've got them so that they'll fit, they don't have to be perfect. The chances of you getting them perfect, I know Michelle Naylor, you would. Are few and far between. Now, if it's moved a bit, use your mandrel to realign them. So you put your mandrel back in and put the 2 together, and then you've got the strength of the steel to help tweak the 2 gizmos into submission so that they're a perfect alignment.
Just so you know, with your Wire Deluxe gizmo, you get a 1.2mm in diameter, 1.6, 3.2mm, 4.2 and a 5.2, as well as the clamp base for it as well. So you get 5 different gauges, 1.2, 1.6, 3.2, 4.2 and 5.2, and you get all of that in the Gizmo collection for $7.95 for that one.
And the 2 little ones are fabulous.
Are they? The 1.2 and the 1.6?
For doing with your 0.4 and your 0.25 wire, and you get the most delicate little gizmo coils that you can use with your wire wrapping. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to move that one to one side because we've got our 2.
Okay.
We now need, so we've made sure they align properly. We've made sure all of the
gaps in between.
Yeah, all of the wire is on the same side, because we now need to attach them to our base. Okay. Now I for some reason I deliberately made it so we only had 2 lots of wire. So whether you've got 0.6 or that's the wire I use to attach it with. If you've got some 0.4 and you prefer to use that, go ahead. But I did it again. I think I was away when I started doing this, so I'd only fetched the 2 lots of wire with me, and I went, oh right, okay, well I'll be attaching it with this then.
Oh.
So
you might already have some wire in your stash and think, oh, I'll just use that one.
But the bag has been made with the heavier gauge wire.
Yeah, the 1.5.
And it works fine.
It's great.
Okay.
Fine. I don't think fine is a word you could put anywhere near that bag. Fine just means...
Right, so you only need 2 or 3 flips round and then trim off the end. That's now attached the first coil. And then we're going to take a scrap of wire and you go down and it blends. You want to try and blend it in with, so that you actually don't see these bits very much at all. And again, it's back to simple stitching. All you're doing is wrapping some wire round and round. So much of this gets done. You'll never get it so that it's perfectly tidy because the other side is so random. There are lots of different ways of doing hinges. I just wanted something that was robust, a bit different. You know, you could use easier loops. Play with it if you don't want something so chunky. Okay, so you go along and attach each of these, and I'm just going to do it quickly so you can get the idea, to each side. Are we all right time-wise?
Yep, we'll get 10 minutes.
Oh, Loads now. See, I told you this bag was so much.
If you do have any questions regarding the keep them coming in, 60777 is the normal text number. Your normal text message rates will apply, or jewellerymaker.com, you can message us for free on the studio.
Right, we'll do the last one.
On the studio website, sorry. On the studio, that sounds a bit random, doesn't it?
There's a big thing on top of the studio, which you see when you come round the corner. Now, I found when I was getting to some of them, I needed to use my pliers to pull the heavier gauge wire through.
Okay.
So, if you do need to, don't worry about it. This is exactly the same I did on the lid of the blue one, but I used 0.4 wire.
Okay.
So it was so much more flexible and easier to do. Right, let's...
Oh yeah.
It's a lot more delicate.
I'm just going to bend down the lining just so you could see that a little bit possibly clearer, just because the colour of the lining is quite dark. So that's the hinge there. There you go.
Right. I haven't tidied my ends up, but...
Got everybody going, that's so beautiful.
Right, so then you want to check that your piece of 1.5 that you're going to use as... God, what's the middle of a hinge called? Your spindle.
You're asking the wrong person.
Okay. And then you do the same for the other side. You attach it to the other side. And then it will fit on.
Ah, it fits in between.
It fits between. If that goes through there, and then you feed it through. Come on, I know you fit.
Do you want me to hold something?
No.
I don't know how you can do it from that far away from your face.
I know, either I've been pushing it away or the board's walked a bit.
We have had quite a few questions.
Oh,
We're going to see some of them now as we attach the hinge.
Okay.
So Sheena in Renfrewshire, I'm from Renfrewshire. Said Alison, Tarry, you are amazing.
Oh, bless you. That's very kind.
Would you hammer the scroll type figure eights from the first bag if using silver plated wire?
Yeah, you could give them a gentle hammer.
Okay.
I'd use a nylon hammer, or the flat bit, and oh, my father-in-law will kill me for not knowing the name of it properly. You know, you're planishing, not the rounded bit, which will give you texture, but the real flat bit, just to gently do it. So you whack a plate, your nylon pliers, the flat hammer or your nylon plier will all do the same job. You're not trying to flatten it unless you want that textured effect. You could texture it, but what I was looking for was just to make sure it was all flat, nothing sticking out, and just to give it a little bit more strength, a bit of work hardening.
Brilliant question,
So,
Sheena
yes.
in Renfrewshire. Thank you very much. Hope that has answered your question.
Right, now we've fed
one.
it through, you can see
How
how
it moves.
this hinge is open. So if you imagine that, I tell you what, let's roughly attach this either end. And then we'll
And
go
just
through
while you're
the
doing this,
top.
I'm guessing I could maybe answer this, but I could be very wrong.
Okay.
Got me a web message in. Thank you very much. It said, "Hi Ali and Alison. When you cut the plaited wire on the blue bag, does the wire just stay in place, or do you have to do something to stop it coming apart?"
Good question. That is a very good question, because I didn't cover that bit. Right, what I did do something effectively.
Oh, did you?
There you go.
See, I would have answered it wrong. I'd be like, I'm sure it'll stay apart. Stay together. It's quite strong, no?
So that's your hinge now.
Oh, yay!
Working.
Hinge is working. There it is.
Right.
Finished.
I'll come back to your plaited wire.
Yeah, let's
in just
finish
a second.
this first. Yeah. Thank you for your question. We will answer it in just a sec.
Then using my nylon pliers.
Yes.
Ooh,
There may not be some here.
Pinch their nylon pliers.
Probably, yeah, they probably have. Everything gets half-inched around here.
I then made spirals. The reason I used my nylon pliers was because this is quite hard to do manually by hand. and just literally...
Do you want me to open some nylon pliers for you?
That's all right. Just literally bent up the spiral just to give a little edge detail, and obviously you don't want that to come out.
No, you don't.
So I put a spiral each side, and it just gave you a little bit of edge detail on the bag, and that's how I finished off the spindle to stop it sliding through.
There it is. It's gorgeous.
We're making you work today, aren't we? Not that you don't always work.
Oh, Sam.
I don't mean that.
Sam's awesome.
Sam's lovely.
So there we go. That's the hinge opening. And just so you can see through the other side, there's the other half.
But it just holds it in place without worrying about it snagging on bag or anything else, and just gives it a nice little coil detail on the side.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Now again, you could put gemstones on the side of that, on the outside of it, and have some gemstones sparkling on the edge of your bag.
Aww.
Fab. Right.
And then we've got our handles.
The plait. Let's just go back to the plait.
Let's do the plait.
Right. What I did with the plait was, with flat or pliers, was I bent it over. And then I used my nylon pliers to squish it. And then when you're stitching it into the pieces, you make sure you wrap around it. But if you open it up, I don't know whether you'll be able to see it on one of the sides. Well, you can see it there where it's been bent over. So all the ends are bent over. Once you've bent them over like that, it won't come undone. It'll hold its plait.
Brilliant.
So thank you for that, because I forgot to say that. Brilliant.
Thank you very much, Anonymous. That was a web message. Thank you very much for taking the time to drop us a wee message there.
Right, sorry.
You might not have been the only one thinking that, so it's always, or you might not have thought to think of it, but then got to that stage and thought, oh, where's Alison Tarry? I need her.
Oops. Right, the handle. You can make it as long as you like. You could put chain on it and have it over your shoulder if you wanted. I quite like the little dainty.
It's
just a little handle, proper handle, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
And it's literally just a piece of your 1.5 to whatever length you want your handle to be.
This length.
So you need you need two handles, one for each side. Get what curve you like, and again you could go long and thin or keep it quite broad, and just make a loop at the bottom. Because, right, and that's your handle. If you wanted, Mum and I were discussing this, gemstones on the bag.
Yep.
So one of the ideas we were coming up with was Gizmo coil to about a third of the way up. Gizmo coil with gemstones on it, so you know, if you've got the gemstones, so as you're going round, you're coiling the gemstones. So if you had some of those opals, you could make a little opal bit at the top and then Gizmo coil down the side, and do that on both the handles, and that would look lush.
That would look so glamorous.
So yeah, absolutely. Now on our, back to our frame, which I've attached this to the wrong end because the top is actually down there. You should have two ends.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, so
there it is.
Yeah, so on this one I've crossed them over to give us two ends, so you just have to put a little loop at the top of each one. So where this end is, you just make a little loop, and then that's what you're attaching your handle to, or your chain.
Right.
Yeah?
Perfect.
And again, you're doing it both sides. Okay? Now, oh, excuse me. I do apologise.
You're all right. I do it all the time.
The fastener. I had a lot of fun trying to work out the fastener. If you put it further down the bag, you've got to have it close enough at the top. Let's get rid of all these bits.
What are we talking about? The garnet bit.
The garnet bit and the other bit. It needed to be, it's deliberately tight. Because if you have it too loose, the gap gapes.
Apart, yeah.
Yeah. So you had to have it quite tight. Now if you have it further down, your loop has got to come all the way down to go round it, or you have to make that quite floppy for it to, almost you want the bobble bit to come up and into the loop.
The other side, yeah.
To keep it quite tight. So that's what you've got to remember. You've got to keep it quite tight. If you wanted to, and I've got one here, excuse me, I'll be back in a minute.
So this is using your citrine and the garnets that we had earlier on. For anyone who missed them, I'll hold them up next to it so you can see. Not using many of them.
No. Now I've got loads, you've got loads left. Now if you wanted, and you've got loads of these bags, you could actually fashion a lining. You just need to cut that down a little bit, and you've got the base already there. And I actually quite like the purple showing through it.
Yeah. Oh, that's
so how rich
pretty.
is that? And then you're not quite so worried about how far it fastens. So if you have it so that it'll open to the full width of the bag, all you've got to do is trim the bag and hem it and attach it to the top, and you've got a lining all ready for your bag if you wanted. Okay, so what I did was I made the beady bead. Gosh, years since I've made a beady bead, you know?
Really?
Ages since I've done a beady bead.
Can you excuse me just one second, Alison? I'm so sorry. There's a message regarding why it says in the bottom of the screen channel 655. We've just moved to channel 665, as in today. I can't see that on the screen, so I don't know what screen you're looking at. But on the there's a little box on this side of the screen that's saying we're on channel 665. We only just moved today. Oh, sorry, we are on 665. We only just moved today from 655 on Sky Channel. If you're watching us in Virgin or Freeview or on the web, you'll be thinking, what are you talking about? But we've just changed channels today. So that will get removed, but it's just on a little loop, unfortunately. So yes, we do know. So thank you. We've got that sorted, or getting it sorted as we speak. So thank you for letting us know. You're ever so kind, aren't you? You're on the ball, you lot.
They are. They are on the ball.
I, on the other hand.
What were we doing?
We were doing the beady bead clasp as quick, because I think we've got less than a minute.
Oh, right, okay. The beady bead weave is a ladder weave. So you have, let me grab some beads.
Do you want some beads? Do you want them cut, or can you use them in the strand?
Yeah. Well, those are easier. Right, so basically you put a bead on, you put 3 beads on, and then you put a 4th one on and both pieces of thread.
Yes.
Yeah. Then you come out to the other side, you put one either side and then cross between one bead. One either side and then cross between one bead.
Now don't worry if you don't understand how to do this, because on our YouTube channel we have how to do beady beads, how to make beady beads. We can go through it. It's on the website as well on jewellerymaker.com. That's one of our sort of introductory skills that you would have. So that's something that Alison's used to incorporate. As she said, this is a beginner's bag, but okay, yeah. Well, I feel like I could give it a go. To be fair, don't know what it would look like, but I can give it a go. I want to give it a go. That makes me think it's something that I can give a go, because you've made it sound so easy.
Technique-wise, this one's easy. The other one has got a lot more technique in it.
Yes.
If you use the garnets like I did to do the beady bead, and you're not used to them, you get a little dice shape. You get a little cube. Ooh. When you first do it, which is all squidgy, but when you put the cross ones in and fill in the gaps, then it starts solidifying up into the shape.
I thought it was a little rose when I first looked at it.
It looks so sweet on it. It's almost like, you know, on the traditional ones where you had the little clasps that you flick.
I've still got one like that. I love it, a little black one.
Yeah. And then I used some of the absolutely stunning citrine just to make the loop. Now, the other thing you could do is at the bottom you could dangle some off to make it easier to get purchased, because I didn't think of that either.
Like some of
the what's it called?
Maybe the drops of the carnelian.
That's what it is.
Lovely
idea. And then
idea.
you could use those to pull up.
Brilliant. Right, we're going to be having a really, really quick break here. Just give you a chance to top up your tea, give Alison a wee sip of juice. Me too. Alison, thank you for myself and everyone so much. I'll give you a chance to actually have a look at your challenge. I don't think you'll be able to do anything.
I haven't got very far.
We'll join you on the other side of this very, very short break with lots of bundles and the Andesine.
Jewellery Maker are having a web exclusive sale on 925 sterling silver. Head over to our website now and take advantage of up to 75% off. All stock must go, but be quick, because if you miss it, you'll miss out. We've teamed up with some great crafting magazines to offer our customers an exclusive promotion. From the 18th to the 22nd of August, we're giving you the chance to take up a 6-issue subscription to any of the following titles from just $19.99. That's a saving of up to 44%. Take your pick from Crafts Beautiful, Sew, Homemaker, Let's Knit, Make and Sell Jewellery, Paper Crafter or Let's Get Crafting. Simply go to the website or call 01795 414 964 and quote the discount code JMOffer. Terms and conditions apply. Please see the website for further details. Do you have a question that you need answering?
Well, did you know you can ask to speak to an accredited jewellery professional in our call centre?
Trained by the GIA, you can ask us any gemological question and we'll do our best to help.
We don't just sell gemstones, we know gemstones.
That's why when you buy from us, you're buying with confidence. Buy your genuine gemstones from genuine accredited jewellery professionals.
Hi Jewellery Makers, if you're a Freeview viewer, you can now continue to watch the show live by switching over to channel 64. Our brand new 24-hour channel is available to the majority of homes in the UK, so grab your remote now to make sure you don't miss a thing.
Hello there, it's great to see you. If you've just tuned in, I'm Ali DeFoy with the fabulous Alison. Tarry with me. Tarry, I change every time I say it.
It's all right.
Tarry, forgive me. I'm just so happy to have you. I'm a little bit giddy. We have got lots and lots coming up in a very, very short space of time. Alison's currently working on, well, I was going to show you it, but I realised I've given it to you.
Yeah.
Ametrine. I'm working with a gorgeous ametrine strand, which is jam-packed. I think it's possibly sold out. I'll get confirmation of that in a wee moment, but we'll have a look at that. Alison's using it as her challenge, which she's probably not really had a chance to start at all, apart from cut the strand. She's not actually had a chance to do anything, because we've been making handbags, which you'll be able to watch in a repeat show later on, but not yet, because now I need to bring you some stunning treats. I've got some Andesine for you here. Oh, we've all had our eyes on this. This is something so... Should we do it now? The gem famed for its abundance, glowy appearance. This is just dreamy. It's a gemstone that you will probably know from the Feldspar family. It's something, yeah, so Feldspar is, you're thinking of labradorite. In fact, there's a strand of labradorite there. Oh, gorgeous strand of labradorite. And you've got yourself gemstones like Moonstone that you've heard of as well. They're all part of the Feldspar family. This is a gemstone that is so, so stunning. We get it from the Inner Mongolia. The material we get is fabulous. It's called plagioclase feldspar, and that lies right in the border of your sort of andesine and your labradorite, as you will know. So approximately 50% albite and 50% anorthite. It doesn't matter if you don't understand what I'm talking about. That's really sort of gemology technology. So I just wanted to, or not technology, but sort of information. I just wanted to try and make sure those of you who know about your gemstones can understand the difference between your andesines and your labradorites and your moonstones. But what you've got here from Inner Mongolia, what you tend to actually get is a little bit more of a sort of pale colour, sort of yellows in there. But this is stunning. It's a sort of natural sort of copper colour within it. It's diffusion of copper turns the material into sort of a rich, reddy orange colour. But it's completely natural. It's really rare, really special, and really, really special. Really, really fabulous to be able to see this. What you're actually getting here is very, very rare copper inclusions, and the brilliance that you're seeing is due to the presence of copper. So if you've ever heard of sort of rose gold is using copper from yellow gold to make it rose gold colour. Copper is something you know straight away, but if you think about copper as within your gemstones, it's the copper mainly, especially in Mongolian andesine, which is what you've got here. This is genuine Mongolian andesine. We found it at 2002 at the world famous. Have you heard of the Tucson Gem Fair in Arizona?
I'd love to go there.
Me too. Our boss goes every year. But at the Tucson Fair in Arizona in 2002, we first found Mongolian variety of the andesine, and oh my goodness gracious me, it is so rare, so collectible, so special indeed. It's sort of new gemstone in the market in 2002. A lot of people fell in love with it, exploded onto the scene. There's quite a lot of myths and legends about its original location, but what you've got in fact here is one of the most stunning gems. You've probably heard of Tibetan Andesine, which comes out of the ground sort of reddish colour. What you get with Mongolian Andesine, it comes out of this wonderful glow, natural sort of treat that we have here to get that copper inclusion within it, giving all these sort of red flashes and twinkling in there. It's really, really rare to get anything over sort of half a carat. Yeah, I know, and you've got 25 carats. Doesn't really make sense, does it? What we've done is work exceptionally hard to be able to get this for you. So to get a carat is really anything above exceptionally limited. We got a one-off parcel deal in 2011. Our boss managed to secure, and we didn't think anything would be repeated. We thought that was it. Thought it was all we were going to be able to get. We have since had another parcel delivery, but it's so difficult to get a hold of. It's that richest orangey red hue that you get, the tone sort of approximately 40 to 60% in your tone, graduating in the colour. We've had quite a lot of people checking this one out already, but it's that high pleochroism that you get. So unusual to get it from Inner Mongolia, and it's really, really special indeed. Mongolian Andesine. Few connoisseurs have even got a hold of this, never mind seen it in their lives. Not only are you seeing it, you don't even have to be a connoisseur. You can just like jewellery to be able to get a hold of one of these. It is something that we very rarely have. It is something that's rare. It is something that's exceptionally collectible. On our sister channel, I doubt we would ever have any Andesine in anything other than gold or platinum. We wouldn't have Andesine, I don't believe, in silver. And that's because of the rarity and the collectability of it. If we get Andesine for you, it's never going to be anywhere near the price point we're going to for this entire strand for one piece of jewellery, whether it be a simple pendant, whether it be a solitaire ring. Yulia and Surrey's gone for hers, Merseyside. I understand this isn't going to be one for everyone because it's a connoisseur's stone, it's a collector's gemstone. There are other gemstones you can get of similar colour, not of that natural phenomenon with the sort of inclusions within it that give it that copper twinkle. It's very special in that respect. But price point wise, this is something that if you're a connoisseur, you will be jumping on. If you don't know about this gemstone, you might be hesitant on, because I understand you might look at it and think, oh, I don't know anything about it, and at $21.95 I can get other strands of similar colour. Yeah, you can, but you can't get Mongolian Andesine. So it depends what you're after. Are you wanting rare collectible phenomenon stones, which is what this is, with that fabulous copper inclusion that gives it the twinkle that's just unreal? Or are you looking for a gemstone that you can get every day of the week? This has got a magical glowing red, papardasha hues, orange sapphire hues, but what you get here, the gemstone flew out the door, especially sort of when it was time for the Olympics in China. Many people knew in 2008 that the actual summer gemstone and the gem of the Beijing Olympics was actually your Andesine, because they thought it was found in China, but then they realised it wasn't, and it was actually Mongolian. Well done to you on the phone lines, well done on the web. Michelle, Hampshire, Cumbria, Merseyside, Cheshire, we've got a lot of connoisseurs, a lot of collectors in there. You don't have to be, but I just feel that a lot of those of you who are joining us as collectors, you would understand the price point we're at here is unreal. If you're a new viewer for the first time and you don't know much about Andesine, it's not a high street stone. You very rarely see it in the high street, if even at all. Really, really special, really special. But I understand at that price point you might need to think about it. If you don't know the gemstone, you've got 30 days to get to make your mind up. Good luck on that one. I'm going to leave that with you. But what I'm going to do for you now is a bundle of wire. Oh, not a wire. The memory wire I'm going to do for you. That's my right. On the telly, we're the opposite way. Right. Wire Gizmo. No, not that one. Where's the memory wire? It was in the bag. I'm holding it. Where's the memory wire? Oh, because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, hold on, memory wire. There's a red, ooh, red tiger's eye. These are gorgeous. I'll show you memory wire in just a wee second. I'll need to get them out. Humana. So, faceted tiger's eye, round tiger's eye, and ruby. I love the way you whispered that, Ryan. Director Ryan, ruby. Oh yes, I've got some ruby. As well as memory wire in 3 different colours. Loving this. I have no idea what the price could be on this. Very rarely do we offer you red tiger's eye. Never mind what. I love it. It tells me about my tiger's eye. It doesn't tell me about my rubies. Oh, because it tells me about my rubies on the TV screen. The web. 90 carats of graduated medium nuggets of rubies. And tiger's eye 20 carats, faceted rounds of 3 mil. I'm not sure about the other ones. That would, I imagine, be about 2 mil maybe, if they're 3 mil. They're plain rounds for you. So you get all of these. The reds look gorgeous. They are 2 mil. The reds look gorgeous with the red tiger's eye and the rubies together, don't they? I've never tried that before. Why, yes. And then we get 3 bags, because your wire seems to come in a bag. Memory wires of 3 different colours. So we've got, I had a pair of earrings made out of memory wire the other day from one of our designers, Mark Smith it was. And it was just a couple of coils, or sorry, 1.5 coil of memory wire around a shepherd's hook. And a little bit of chain dropped from them, graduated chain, and because of the coil of the memory wire, it just held its place. Really cool earrings. They might even be in my bag, to be fair, but I was wearing them the other evening, so they might be back in my jewellery box. So 3 different colours. Let me get these open for you. There we go. You're getting the silver colour, the rose gold colour and the yellow gold colour. You get your 3 bags, big purple organza bags, plus all of your gemstones. 3 strands of gemstones. Now they don't need to be used for rings, but they are used so size wise. You get your ring, your earring, your ring, your bracelet and your necklace. Many people know them size wise. 14 coils for each wire, necklace, bracelet and ring size. But as I say, they don't have to be used necessarily for bracelets or rings or earrings, just because that's what they're known as. So 14 coils of each, and each colour. That's 14 coils in each size and in each colour. Should be priced as £21.70p. With the gems, you get the gems as well. You get a strand of rubies, a strand of tiger's eye, and a strand of faceted tiger's eye. To £12.70. It's just shy of £10 off. Well, what is it with £10 notes given back today? I'm not sure I'm liking this, Alison.
Oh, I like it. Well, I'd like it if I was at home.
I'd like it if I was at home, but I'm not at home. I'm here.
No, I know.
I should be at home. It's my day off.
Oh.
Oh, I could be watching this. I could be making a handbag from home. Instead, I'm taking £10 off and getting to play with it all for you. So I think I'd rather be here, to be fair. But Teddy Bear in Texas, one of our regulars on the Wibbly Wobbly web. Thank you very much for taking the time to show an interest on this. I've got Dorothy May, Stuart's there, Tina's there, Teddy Bear's checked it out. Let's work it out. Durham's there, Tyne and Weir, well done to you. West Midlands, well done. Gloucestershire, Berkshire, oh, you're all in. Oh, thank you. More importantly, well done. Do you use much memory wire, Alison?
Do you know what? I don't, and I've been watching some of the designs people have been coming up with, and I think I really, really must start playing with it.
Yeah, I think I need to play with it as well. Don't use your flush cutters with it though. No. Whatever you do, because you'll need to buy another pair if you do. Don't say I didn't warn you. I'm just going to look at my wee bag, if you don't mind, and see if I've got my earrings. They may be in my... yeah, Mark made them the other day on the show. I've got so much in this bag, it's unreal.
Do you know what? We were talking, there was a few of us talking the other day. Yeah. As we do, we actually communicate with each other.
Are you talking about guest designers or just people in general?
And we're saying, we all love it when Mark's either on a workshop or a show, because we get a lovely hug from him, and it's so lovely. I got a hug this morning. I got a Mark hug.
I do like hugs. I've just found my memory wire earrings. Well, I found one of them. The other one will be in there. But so you can see, it's just using a little bit of chain and a little bit of memory wire and shepherd hook. But I love them. So that's memory wire. It's like a wee coil and a half, and then just some graduated chain.
And how effective are they?
And they're not heavy at all.
No.
And they haven't fallen out of shape, and they've been in my wee bag as well. Feel a bit glamorous. Yeah. So just a rose gold shepherd hook and just rose gold chain. I think I should be cool and wear it in one ear. Like the 80s. I was born in the 80s.
Oh, shut
Yeah.
up. Born in the 80s. Shouldn't be allowed.
What? Yeah, it's when one of the boys upstairs was like, yeah, I was born in 1992.
Oh, I know.
I was like, 1990? You were born in 1990. 1991 for Sam.
I'm not saying. But it's a special birthday next year.
Oh,
and I'm not
yay!
saying.
We need to make a wire cake. Oh, wire birthday cake. We could all put bits together and try and make you a cake of 70 pence for your memory wire. Which you could just quite simply make some earrings. Lots of earring. Brilliant. Lots of people multi-bidding on this one. Great to see. For £12, I mean, you should pay that for your ruby alone. Sorry, I'm moving on. Right, I've got lots to show you and not much time, so I'm going to be quick.
20 minutes for a ring.
She says, what's next? We'll do these wire bundles, right? I'll put this back. Pete, don't hate me, I've not put it back properly. Whoa! Right, lots of gauges, lots going on here. Twisted wire, humana. Do love this. You've got 10 meters, sorry, of 0.6 gauge. But technically that's 20 meters just twisted together. So even though it says you've got 10 meters, 10 meters in length, but 20 meters to make the twist. This is known as blue ice blue.
And that would look stunning
With
in the gold bag. If you made that with the twisted, it would look absolutely amazing.
Oh, excited. We've got two different of your turquoise colours. We've got 0.6mm gauge and 1mm gauge. And then we've got a dark blue of your 0.25mm. Turn that up so you can see the colours. So you've got your dark blue, which is your 0.25mm gauge, and you've got 100 meters. You're getting 10 meters of the 0.6mm gauge, 10 meters of the 1mm gauge, and 10 meters of the 0.6mm twisted. So therefore it is in essence 10 meters twisted together. So there's a lot of wire going on there. What do you think? What can you hope for? Seeing the gorgeous bags Alison's made, both colours would be able to use for both.
Yeah, you could make both of those bags. Because the 0.6 twisted is probably strong enough to create your frame as well.
Oh, do you think?
Because it's effectively a 1.2, isn't it?
Yeah.
So that would be strong enough to make your frame.
So you've got yourself, in total, 100, 10, 20, 30 meters, 130 meters of wire in total, with a variety of gauges of 0.25, 0.6, 1mm and 0.6mm twisted. 130 meters of wire. What do you think we could do for you? Bearing in mind, Alison's been using a lot of wire in her handbags. It's giving you some ideas, some inspiration. 23.30. I nearly said 230 there. £23.30, but I like big butts, I cannot lie. When we bundle, we can drop the prices lower. My producer can't believe she's doing it.
I know, that's a cracking price. What?
I love that. It's a cracking price at £24.95. You've just taken the ultimate reduction today. That's £15 off, is it? Or am I correct there? Hold on. £24.95. £23.30, sorry. £23.30. I was like, oh, my maths isn't that bad. Come on now. It was £23.30, sorry. It's my memory that's gone to pot. £10.95. Awooga! Wake up, it's groovy. Everyone's getting involved, whether you're joining me for this, for the first wire bag that design inspiration that we made with Alison. I was saying I had nothing to do with it, I was just watching. Or the second bag, or a bit of both. Maybe both of those designs made you think, oh my gosh, I love it. Hold on a minute, I'm gonna do this. Then please, please, please get a hold of your wire and send in your designs. That's what the Wall of Fame is all about. We wanna see. If you've got any questions for Alison regarding it, you can either text the studio now, or you can jewellerymaker.com message the studio now, but get the wire when it's £11.
That's ridiculous.
130 metre. How much is that, please, per metre? Pennies per metre.
Not a lot.
130 metres for £11. 130 metres. 8 pennies. Pennies. Pennies.
It's
per
at
metre.
least 2 of those.
It's at least 2 handbags. 8 pennies per metre. You are having a kid on, Helena. Born in 1990. Joker. Just can't get the kids these days, Alison, can you? What? I remember I'm the youngest person at this company. Oh my word. I am so chuffed for you. Drop me a message, let me know what you think of that price. I think Helena deserves some kisses and some high fives and some yes, go girlfriend. Brilliant! Free phone number, doesn't cost you a penny. 0800 644 655, free phone number, call me in that. Join Doreen and Shaista. Oh, what fab name in Manchester, Shaista. Hope I said that right. They're probably about to check out. Oh, sorry, if you're about to check out, they're probably about to sell out. So I'll leave that with you on the phone lines. Press your button 1 because we can't talk to you until you do. Because I'm going to bring you, is it some black spinel? Ah, these are huge. You want me to just bring them like that? No red carpet, no nothing, just ta-da. I don't want to put it on the desk, I want to wear it with my pink dress.
God, they're amazing.
They're huge.
Oh, they're beautiful.
Up to 15 by 5 mil. So I'm talking about 4 mil rounds that were faceted. Now they were hand faceted, they were £19.95. So if we can match the same price for a bigger carat weight, £19.95, that'd be fab, Alison?
It'd be amazing. I was thinking more like 30, 40.
Yeah, well we're gonna be at like £10.95.
You're joking?
Nope. Did I tell you out loud? I hope that was this strand you were talking about when you said £10.95. It was. Could you imagine? Everybody checks out and they're like, hold on, wait a minute, DeFoy. Nice try pushing your luck. I did that on a strand once. I said, oh, wasn't it this strand that was going to that price? I'll never be doing that again. Ooh, even cake can't get you out of that. Tablet doesn't get you out of that either. Marion, well done to you, Hampshire. Check it out as soon as you can. Look at these whoppers. That's all the look of a black diamond.
Could you imagine those with those rubies you had earlier?
Oh, yes. Well, it was black spinel I was talking about, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to put it with it. I like it with hot pink.
Oh, yes.
Bright, vibrant, hot pink.
Very deco.
A little bit like my dress, yeah. Well, I've got these, but I don't think we'll get time for them, but you might have some of these at home.
Wow.
These are whoppers. I don't know how on earth you put the two together, but they're amazing.
You could drop one over the top so that it sits over the top of the slab.
Oh,
and
yeah.
dangles onto the slab.
Should we do these next? I can't even put it on my hand, they're whoppers. Oh, yes, I like that, Alison, Tarry.
So it just sort of sits and drops down. That'd be quite nice.
Oh, yes. So for black spinel, price point, I would even have a look on our website for black spinel because I think it's like $29.95, the last black spinel strand I saw. That was a bigger one, sorry, a faceted one. So I appreciate the cost in faceting and the skill required for faceting, but polishing is still a skill, don't forget. One of the lowest, if not the lowest price point black spinel strands I've ever offered at Jewellery Maker.
Can't believe that.
To date. I don't even think in our sister channel you get any jewellery for anything under, what, £20 for one single stone. You did it. I hope you did it. Hope you got it. We're doing these big slabs. I don't know if you watched the show the other day, but it was, Karen made Crawford made a belt with big slabs of agate, which made me thinking you could use these as a belt. Don't know why, it's because I'm wearing pink. Maybe break up my dress because I need it. Maybe I need a belt. But yeah, use lots of chain, only maybe 1 or 2 of them because they're quite weighty. I mean, they are in total 850 carats. So it depends if you want to work out your waist. maybe you want to wear your 800 carats, but I'm thinking just 1 or 2 of them. Put them on a chain, or one big one as a drop and a long pendant. Why is it that price? I don't like that price. It's too low, and I'm not. Oh, I get 60 minutes. Actually, no, that's fine. You get 60 minutes from the end of each opportunity. I've got time to go to the call centre and get one. So it's fine. Go for that price. In fact, if you want to take it lower, you can do that too. Oh yeah, you're gonna? Okay. This is going low. 850 carats. Oh, I'm loving your company today. Thank you so much for joining us. Alison and I are only with you for another wee short 10 minutes. Unless you watch the repeat, then you can spend all night long with us. 0800 644 655, free phone number here. Oh, you're gonna love these. You're gonna love them. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They're going down to $12.95, roughly 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 on a strand. Each one is completely individual. My favourite one is this one. It looks like strawberries, raspberries that have been dipped in chocolate. Like, you know those biscuits from a really nice shop?
Oh yeah.
With Spencer's.
With some raspberry sprinkles on them.
And then, yeah. Oh, I love some sprinkles on that.
Crystalline raspberries.
About £1.60 per stone. Now, earlier we had one of our directors, Ollie, saying to us that he was having a look in Birmingham at the shops, and there was a store that was selling tiger's eye nuggets, not fasted in any way, for £4 for a nugget which was about the same size as our pre-night, which was about this size. So that was about £4 and a nugget of tiger's eye. So we've got these for about, what, £2? Oh no, £1 odds. Ooh, everybody seems to be getting involved. As I say, even I don't know what I would do with them. I think I would probably put them on a chain and wire wrap them. I learned how to wire wrap pendants on one of our courses. Oh yes, I did. So you could do that. If I can do it, you can do it. Anyone can wire wrap pendants, right, Alison?
You can have it. Yep, you can have a go. It's not rocket science.
I gave it a go and I enjoyed it.
Excellent. So that's the main thing.
And they're quite thick on the side, so it gives you space for you to put the wire. Is that right, Alison?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yes.
You could prong set them. You could make a big old chunky ring.
Now I have, to be fair, for anyone who's watching, I have one of the probably scrawniest wrists out there. So that would be gorgeous in the middle of a wrist. I know it looks quite big on mine, but pretty much every watch out there looks too big on my wrist. So it would be gorgeous, I think, as a wrist piece. I've just got abnormally small wrists that haven't grown since I was a child, I don't think. But as a ring, that would just be fabulous. I'm going to leave these there because I want to get one, but I also want to fit in something else so I can try and get that as well. It's all about you. Always all about you. There are some wire treats on this. You did tell me, but I forgot. Labradorite. Oh, I was hoping we would get to do this because I kind of cheekily showed it to you in the hope that we might get to do it. Is that bad? Oh, the rebellish side comes out on my days off, I tell you. Even more so than it does on my days at work. Oh, the Labrador essence in these is outstanding. There's quite a fair few in this strand. Is this not a bit too many? They're a little bit jam-packed. Usually they would just sit in one direction, but because they're going in both, makes me think you've got a double strand here. Alison, what do you think of this strand? A little bit gem heavy or a little bit gem heavy?
There's a lot on it. There's certainly a lot on it.
I think we should cut this, restrand it, and then give everybody half of what they should be getting.
And we'll have the other half
each. And we'll have
each.
the other half
Yeah.
of each and every single person.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Sounds good.
I'll meet you down the warehouse.
Yep, let's do it. Catch you there, let's go. 115 carats, 8 by 5 millimetre to 14 by 7 millimetre, a 24 centimetre strand. Now, you've got too many, I think. So we're going to drop the price. Don't know how that works, really. We give you more and then we take more off the price. Surely we should add on to the price. Are you sure you haven't got that memo incorrectly, Helena? Is it adding on? Do we give more gems and then add on to the price? No, you want to go low. So give more and go lower. Lowest price ever we're going to. Should be sorry, forgive me. Should be 14, so not 14.95. No, come now. How many's on here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 20, even halfway. strand. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's 32, 4, 6, 8, 10. You can't go that low. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Isn't that 50? 6, 8, 9. That's what? About 59 stones. 50. I think so too. I'm shocked and amazed and know not what to say, Alison.
No.
We've been here all day. Alison's been showing you intricate, incredible handbags, and yet you give us a price where Alison and I can't even possibly join in. There's no way, by the time we come off in about 6 minutes, if even that we'll be able to buy one, because you're going to have them all. Which is great for you, don't get me wrong, but for Alison and I, they're gorgeous. In fact, I don't even want to show them off to you, because the price doesn't match what I've got in my hand. If you are watching for the first time, oh, hello, please don't think they look this good at this price normally. The price you're getting them from, I absolutely would be happy at $19.95. That's not a joke. Honestly, I would. If there weren't as many on the strand, I would say $14.95. I can't fathom how they arrived at this price, especially with all the savings for the rest of the day. I was saying this to my producer the other evening. Imagine we calculated all the savings we made throughout the entire 4 hours of the show and then looked at that. We probably wouldn't do it, but because we do it in separate opportunities, it doesn't look so big. I'm over the moon for you. Roughly 59. Can I just calculate in pennies how much we're looking at? Because there's roughly 59 stones on here, if my maths is serving me correctly. So for just shy of £11, 59 stones roughly. 18 pennies roughly a labradorite. A faceted, natural. And when does a colour ever come across this well on the television? Doesn't usually come across this well, does it? Not really, not really. As much as I want to stay with this, I want to stay with it all day. In fact, I'm even going to take it with me to see our Alison Tarry, because Alison's been working on she's been trying to work on her challenge.
Alison is working on her challenge.
It's currently still work in progress. Oh, but you've made something though.
I've made something.
You made a beautiful. I don't know how you managed to do this. You've had like no time at all. This is so cute. That's adorable.
I just wanted to do something because quite often with gems like that, we cluster the little gems, say like those rubies you had.
Yes.
We'd cluster those, but I quite like it with the big gems as well.
I love that you've put the biggest one at the bottom.
Yeah.
Can I try it on, may I? Or hold it up at least?
I didn't find enough chain.
Yeah, but you just add the chain to it. No, but yeah, and just so you can see it against the skin tone, because I don't think it would show the design off.
No.
We still have some of the labradorite left, but it will not be there for long. This is your last chance now to get the ametrine graduated faceted drops. Now on this strand, oh wow, wow! I've just seen the ring Alison's made. I think there were, was it 24? Was it ametrines on the strand? I think, if my memory serves me correctly.
Look how clear that is. You can just see straight through to the wire.
And it's lovely because you've got the gold and the colour of the gem with the gold. That's a lovely idea. It's a lovely design. I've already had well, I would normally say dibs, but my producer Helena has said shotgun. I thought that was what you would get when you were trying to sit in the front seat of a car. But she's Bagsied your ring.
Oh, right.
I don't know if you're allowed to do it. She's been doing that all day. She's trying to do it in Tanzanite bag, but no chance. That's fabulous. Now that took you next to no time at all, because you started that when I was on the other side on one of our, within the past 10-20 minutes you started that. It looks so lustrous, and that's not even one of the biggest stones, is it? Because you've got one of the biggest ones.
The biggest one's at the
here.
bottom there, because that was just, I loved that.
So that's a similar idea to what you would do for the smaller drop gemstones with the tiara twist idea, is that?
Yeah, or the labradorite. That would look lovely like that, all clustered together. You'd get different flashes of colour wherever you moved then. That would look fantastic like that.
That would be lovely.
And I was going to do some chandelier earrings. I'd actually split some gemstones out to do the chandeliers, but I go run out of time.
Oh, Alison, you've been working so hard today. I'm surprised your brain's even trying to come up with designs at this moment in time. You have got a workshop with us. It's the 24th, Saturday, the 25th, sorry, of October.
Do you know what? I couldn't remember the date, and I should, because it's the day before our anniversary. So it's the 25th of October.
My parents' wedding anniversary is in October.
Oh, is it?
19th of October. Quite
So
impressed that I remember
25th
that.
of October, and we're looking at doing all sorts of things with shoes.
So it's known as, I think it's called, if you want to get involved, the Wire Sculpture workshop, introduction to it.
Yeah.
So if you've never done it before, you can come along.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Nope,
Never
doesn't
tried it.
matter. We're going to have a
so
go.
Something you want to have a go, please message Alison on Facebook, JM Guest Designer Alison Tarry. If you've got any questions, myself, Ali DeFoy, again, I can pass them on to Alison if you can only email. Alison, thank you so much.
Thank you. It's been fabulous.
It's been brilliant. Haven't you just loved those bags? Oh, if you missed it and you just tuned in, we had the most amazing bags. You can have a look on the Design Inspiration. Alison, do you know when you're back with us?
I'm back next week. Is it next
Brilliant.
Thursday? I'm doing a morning show.
Oh,
Change.
lovely. Keep your eyes peeled on the website. From Alison, myself and all the team, we will see you very soon. And Ed is up on The Late Show next. I'll see you on Thursday. Bye. Bye.
We here at Jewellery Maker love to hear your feedback. So working in conjunction with FIFO, a global ratings and reviews provider, when you purchase a product from JM,